Welcome, everybody in the audience, to the Price to Sell podcast live with Matt Campoli, myself, Cash Alavi.
Special guest.
And our special guest today, Tyler McClay from Royal LePage.
Hey, guys. How are you? Thanks for having me. What an honor.
You could be watching the Leaf game right now or Thursday Night Football, but you're not going to because you're going to watch this.
I said Monday Night Football in my video. I meant to put out something and say, like,
I saw that.
Oops.
Yeah.
Meant
It
to say
happens.
Thursday Night Football.
You're a
But
realtor.
we're realtors. So
Exactly.
We don't know the day of the week.
We don't know the
You don't
dates.
watch football, do you?
I do. I
Oh,
actually
you do?
I was
Okay.
caught up in the moment in the
Okay.
video. I
We
was so
just-
excited for tonight. My mind went blank. I was just excited to see you guys. Hoping you'd be wearing a short sleeve shirt. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I am.
I'm excited.
I
Love
knew
it.
you wanted me to.
I did.
I'm just tapped into your brain.
We just to introduce you guys. Tyler's from a third generation realtor from a family of realtors. He's been in the business for about 10 years, and he's got a big team of 15 people he manages, and he has his coaching program, Rex Coaching. I've watched some of your videos, and I think we're going to get into that today.
Cool, man.
And
Yeah, whatever you want.
I like your no BS kind of give it to the people.
And the
raw
flashy
approach.
suits, man.
The flashy
Flashy
suits.
suits.
The
Thanks, Greg.
double-breasted.
Shout out to Greg. Thanks for the suits.
Yeah, Greg, same guy. we
Same
use.
guy, same suit guy. Thanks, Greg.
Yeah.
But before we begin, there was a special day recently.
There was, and today actually for it was your birthday recently,
Was my birthday recently. Yeah.
like 2 weeks ago
Thanks.
on the
Wow.
16th.
You guys are well researched, man. Thanks.
Yes, we did. We're
Wow.
trying to do our
How
thing.
much did you learn about me?
A little
lot.
bit. I had
What
to
are we
make
gonna
a
get
few
into
calls.
here?
We know you got a baby coming up.
Baby coming up, baby girl. January 10th
Congratulations.
is the date, the expected date. So see how that
January
goes.
10th.
January 10th.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're super
Nice.
excited. Any name ideas? If anybody wants to throw out any name ideas, we're having a heck of a time with names.
Matt.
It's a revolving list. Matt's a good one, actually.
Matt's
yeah.
a good one.
Matt.
We like
It's
those
different.
gender
It's not
neutral
really
kind of
for
vibes, you know?
it's
It could
not
be-
really
could be
a
cool.
female name, but it can be.
Well, it can be.
Yeah.
It could be whatever you want to make it. You know what I mean?
And I'm not biased either. That's not coming just. I'm not saying that because it's my name. I truly think
It's
her
just
name should
genuinely
be
a
Matt.
good name.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm with you.
Yeah.
But thanks for the birthday acknowledgement. That's for you guys, October 16th.
And because it's
Yeah,
your
my whole life,
birthday,
actually.
we actually got a bartender. We
Yeah,
figured
that's wicked, man. What a great
you've got
idea.
Irish blood.
I do.
You like to drink. I'm
Yes,
assuming.
we drink from time to time.
And it's your birthday, so
dabble.
we're like, why not?
Let's
it's
dabble.
8 p.m.
That's fun. We'll get loosened up and get casual, get cool, talk about
Yeah.
all things.
So we're gonna have some
So,
nice cocktails coming your way.
Yeah,
can hear
I
them.
see the mixing going on over there. That's
Yeah.
wicked. Cool.
So
yeah.
let's do a little shout out to our bartender, Victoria Scott of Kaya Shadow Soul. Her handle is
I'm gonna post it.
it's going to be in the
It's in the chat.
it's in
Sweet.
the chat. Okay.
If you guys are looking for mobile tender. There it is.
Love it.
She knows her shit. So
That's the chat there. We can see people interact. Hey,
You can
Paul
see
with
it
the
there.
fire emojis.
And we
Right
have
back at
we have paper planes.
So we're gonna do paper planes and whiskey sours.
Hey,
Paper cranes.
So
love both.
yeah,
Love
we heard
both.
you like Scotch, bourbon.
During COVID, actually, I wanted me and my wife to make like paper planes and go in our underground parking garage and have like a competition and just do that. Like I could make paper planes all day. Love actually making
Serious?
the literal paper planes.
Is it
Yeah,
paper
so much
plane
fun.
or crane?
So much fun. Plane.
plane. Yeah.
Okay, so I
It
was
could be
right.
whatever you want. Yours could be a crane,
Cool.
plane, train,
I don't know too many people that make
whatever you
paper
want.
cranes. though.
Automobile. Paper
But
cranes.
we got a lot
Oh,
actually to
some
talk about today, and you're actually the perfect person because you do coaching, you have a big team, you deal with a lot of pre-construction condos,
Yeah.
and we want to bring out the tea, the gossip, because there's a lot of things happening in the news. We're hearing of developers going into receivership. We're hearing of people burning down their pre-construction purchases so that they don't have to close on them.
Crazy stuff going on in these markets in these times, right?
Yeah.
Tough
There's
times.
a lot of
you
crazy
get some
stuff.
funky,
So we're
funky
gonna
news.
start off with a little video here
A video.
from the well, and this was last night.
This was on Halloween
On
night.
Halloween.
night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, so
That
it's
one
that
there.
one here, yeah.
Yeah. So the well was on fire, and if you guys have seen the well, it's at Spadina in front. It's a massive project by a bunch of different builders. Tridel being one of the main ones.
Real can.
Real Can.
Quite a nifty development.
Yeah. And it's on fire.
It's on fire. They've got a bunch of units catch on fire. I don't think this is someone who couldn't close who burnt it
Yeah, I know.
because it's harder to do.
That's probably just some negligence when it comes to cooking. You're meal prepping.
Yeah.
It's happened to me many times. Minus
Potentially
the fire.
Negligence. I didn't read much
Minus
into
the
that one
fire.
actually. I don't know the full.
Here we go.
Oh,
thank
we
you
got
so
some
much.
drinks.
Which one's this? Paper
Whiskey
plate?
sour.
Whiskey sour. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
That's great.
Thanks
for
so
that.
much. Thank
Nice.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Amanda.
What?
Victoria.
Thank you, Victoria.
That's
Cheers,
lovely.
guys.
Cheers, guys.
Happy belated. Look at the foam on this. Yeah, you're good. We got each other.
All right.
There we go.
Cheers.
All
Cheers.
right.
Thanks, guys. First thoughts? Oh, yeah. Victoria's onto something.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. That's
I'd say perfect level
Sensational.
of foam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really
All right,
good.
we got some
that's sensational. It's my brother-in-law's
got some
favorite-
design
favorite
work on
beverage.
top.
I also got a really good bourbon, Mitcher.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's the Kentucky Straight.
Okay.
And that
all
doesn't
right. I'm
even
glad
taste
I
like
Ubered
alcohol.
tonight. I'm glad I Ubered. Who knows where this is going?
Yeah, it's 47
But that's
percent.
delicious. That's just
Yeah, it's
too,
really, really good.
too easy.
That's too good. That's like scary good. Like so good that
We're not
I
going to
want.
be talking much. We're just
I
going to
could
keep.
just drink
Okay,
five back to
Victoria.
back, you know?
Cheers to you.
Cheers, Victoria.
Thank you.
That's phenomenal.
So, going back to it, talking about a little bit about pre-construction and closings, because this is what the fire's coming to, and we've seen a lot of the videos on TikTok, Instagram, of people like running out of pre-construction complexes, not condos so much.
More of the detached side, right? They run in
Detached,
hoods
wooden
and
stuff.
masts,
Is there
and
another video, Dan?
they do what they got to do. Yeah, I know.
To be honest
Another
with you,
one.
I kind of think it's somewhat genius because
they
like
both?
if you can't close on, I mean, I'm not endorsing it, but
Right. Yeah, I know what you mean.
but it's like
When
if
push
someone
comes to
really
shove.
can't, don't go burning your pre-construction condos now or your homes. But I see these guys, they literally go in there, set the place on fire, and there's no repercussions. Like they don't catch.
It's like the one guy that ruins it for the whole class, right? Like one kid in grade 8 having bubble gum. It's like no one's allowed to have any more gum or whatever it is. You know, one kid ruins it for the whole class. I think it's a much smaller percentage of the overall than it should be. Probably two major contributing factors. One, probably bad advice because there's not enough formal education for realtors and analysis and whatnot, and just not enough advice on what to buy in the first place in terms of pre-construction. So people probably bought the wrong things, paying inflated prices at the time, and now, you know, they're seeing the magnitude of those mistakes.
Yeah.
Another thing I think is just pressure. Like real estate's a long-term investment. For the most part, if you bought at the right time, just ride it out, man. Ride the wave. Like the future of real estate in this city, in this beautiful city, it's mind-boggling how much potential we have here. Whether it's there was the one in Brampton I saw, the guy running out of the house.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
There was the one up in Vaughan there, the development, different story. But there's bite-sized pieces out there for people to jump into and attack. But big picture-wise, just ride it out, man. Find a way. There's B lending, there's private lending. Find a way, figure it out, get it rented, or sell your principal residence, move on in, do what you have to do, ride the wave. I think a lot of people have to hunker down in markets like this and just figure it out. And I mean, again, easier said than done. Not to displace anything that's going on right now. Times are tough, and I get that. But
But
as
you know
a
what?
whole,
It's
we're pretty
crazy.
healthy.
Like I noticed with the Persian culture, we do a lot of business in North York, Young and Shepherd,
Richmond
Young and
Hill.
Finch, Richmond Hill.
Why didn't you mention Richmond Hill first?
Well, you know, Persians.
Yeah, fair.
But the Persian culture, like people who are coming from Iran, in Iran things have been inflating, and regardless of what happens in the market or politically, the things just keep moving up. So I noticed
Price-wise.
price-wise,
Yeah.
If you don't get in at any time, there's no timing the market. The people who
Right.
have sold thinking like, oh, that's it, it's going to come down, they've lost big.
Yeah.
So they come to this market with the same mentality, like
that it's up all the time.
it's always up.
It's
Real
always
estate's
up.
always going to go up because
Yeah.
they've seen that. So
Not just Persians, but I think our generation, in a sense, right? We've only really known the market to go up, and we've been spoiled in that
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
Right? Market's
True.
going up, market's going up. It's always going to go up. 2008 financial crisis, those super smart bankers, you know, it's real estate. People always pay their mortgage. It's the first thing they pay. So I think that's a piece of the pie too. I think that, in all honesty, big picture thinking, this is a really cheap lesson. It's a really cheap education for a lot of people that maybe got carried away. And the big thing with COVID is a lot of us forgot the fundamentals. A lot of buyers, sellers, and realtors included forgot the fundamentals of real estate investing. Like I knew guys that were buying up in Wasaga in the middle of nowhere and the outskirts of Niagara, like
Yeah.
some really weird pockets, and they were just comparing the prices. Oh, it's only $700,000 for a detached home compared to 1.1 in Toronto. Well, yeah, that's because you're 2.5 hours from Toronto, and those people that thought they could commute from Brantford or Niagara are all of a sudden saying, "Wait a minute, what was I thinking?"
But you know what's
And they're
weird
coming
is
back.
that like in the past, you're right, the outskirts weren't going up as much. But since COVID, like they started shooting up because people were like
That's it.
flocking
Work
outwards.
from home. I want more space, right? All
The
the,
cottage
vacancy in
boom.
Toronto. Cottage boom because we couldn't leave the country, right?
Yep.
Where am I going to go? I got to get away.
Exactly.
Cottage. So, I mean, the cottage market's in the dumps right now, incredibly.
Yeah,
because
big
a lot of
time.
communities are putting in Airbnb restrictions.
Yep.
Just the availability of them. Of course, generally in a we're not even close to, close-ish to a recession. I don't think we're going to hit one. I think the consensus on that is split 50-50 if we're actually going to hit a technical recession. But that being said, the point is the first thing people usually sell is the luxury cars, the secondary properties, the cottage rentals and whatnot. So, we're just seeing that natural progression. When you pay attention to the market, none of this stuff is like, whoa, what's going on? Everything that's going on right now makes sense when you know what you're looking at. And people say, oh, you don't have a crystal ball. Well, I'll tell you what, you can kind of, you kind of do.
Yeah.
When you know what to look at, you know what indicators to watch, you kind of do have a crystal ball.
Some stuff is easier to see. Like you see interest rates have gone up like at a rapid rate. We've never seen this back-to-back increases.
Yeah.
And then you've got the amount of money that they pumped
Yeah.
during COVID. So obviously that depreciates the value of the dollar.
Purposeful, right? Not like it was by accident. The government's got more debt than anyone right now, and they want to devalue their debt. They had three options during COVID. One, increase output. Couldn't. Borders were closed. Two, decrease interest rates. Couldn't. They were already close to zero. And three, let inflation run rampant and devalue debt. So that's why, again, backtracking, when you pay attention to stuff, and it was a good time to take on major debt. I mean, I did. I'm building a custom home right now. My wife and I were building in Brooklyn, Ontario, moving out of the city. So
New York?
Eventually, yeah. Whitby, north end of Whitby,
Oh,
407,
nice.
Brooklyn with an I.
No, I was kidding.
I know.
Yeah.
So where do you live now?
On the Esplanade. We're right downtown on the Esplanade.
Close to me.
Close to Matt, close to my office, close to, I love it down there, man.
Yeah, me too.
So much coming.
Such a good area.
You're in your own little community. It's so cute and cozy, old Toronto, but you're like a stone's throw from all the crazy action.
St.
You can
Lawrence
walk anywhere. I love
Market.
walking. I'll walk anywhere. But St. Lawrence Market's awesome. The waterfront's awesome.
Yeah.
So where's your ideal, I guess you're building a house, but where's your ideal neighborhood? If money wasn't an issue, where would you like to live? Anywhere in the GTA?
Where I live, honestly, Esplanade's wicked pocket.
So why are you building
end
in
of
Brooklyn
Toronto.
then?
It's time, man.
Sell the
Family,
house, come
whatever
back
you gotta
down.
do, you gotta do. It's a fun experience building a custom home. But yeah, no, I really love where I am. I really love it. I think it's unreal. I always thought, because like Vaughan, Woodbridge to downtown core, I always thought I'd end up like Park Lawn Lakeshore, Mimico Pocket. But yeah, life, you gotta be adaptable. You change on the fly.
I feel like that's a common move for a lot of Vaughan people.
Great pocket, man. A lot of Vaughan people
lot
are
of
still
people
close to mom
just
and
think
nonna
about the
and,
Mimico.
and the cooking and whatnot,
Yeah.
right? You can still take your laundry home. Half
Still
my
got the
clients still take their
pasta.
laundry home to mom. It's hilarious, but it's a nice hybrid model. You're still close to downtown, close to uptown, waterfront, lots of yoga pants and puppies and whatnot. There's lots of the same community of people.
Puppies and yoga.
It's a fun
See,
spot to be.
Dean's laughing when you said yoga pants.
Tell us a little bit about the whole building experience, because I've gone through it at an early age.
Yeah.
It was hell.
Yeah,
Because
eh?
I thought I could manage it. And I was managing it pretty well, but it was like earlier on in my real estate career, I was just starting.
Yeah.
I was getting leads and I was like trying to juggle both, and I should have got a general contractor. So
Well, young guys like us, man, ambitious guys, you're trying to take on everything at once, right? You're trying
All
to
the
take on
time.
everything at once. Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, I can
6
do it.
kids, no problem.
Right?
Yeah.
Got to delegate. You got to trust the professionals. I mean, we do it now, like at our level, right? We trust professionals to invest for us, to fix our cavities and all that stuff. And we've got to allow our clients to trust us in the real estate transactions and whatnot. So, no, I think it's just a matter of having the right people. Really great recommendation on Builder. We're very thrilled with our Builder.
Who's the builder? Can you shout them out?
Taurus Construction.
Taurus.
Jason DeMalta.
And
Great
what stage
guy.
are you in
Is
right
that
now?
his astrological sign?
Say it again. Who knows? Honestly, I don't know.
Could
Could
be.
be.
Yeah.
Could be.
Could be.
I love like hearing stories behind people's business names and stuff.
Yeah.
Like the thought behind it, the reasons behind it. Like Tyler McClay Realty Group's pretty obvious.
So how'd you come up with that name?
You know what? It took some doing, took some
Yeah.
thinking. We had to get really creative. We called in a ton of resources. We'd actually did a whole competition, offered a wicked prize for people to come up with a
the
super
name?
creative, super original name for our real estate group. And yeah, we were thrilled with the result.
I,
Tyler McClay
hope
Realty
you didn't
Group,
pay
there's
that too much
no one
for
else-
that
no one else out there.
marketing piece.
Because it sounds like you must have had like at least 50 to 60 options. You know those branding companies,
Yeah.
they give you like just a
Tons of
whole
options.
tons
Yeah.
of
I
options.
picked the most out there one. I
Yeah,
think.
that
the
was
most
it's
wild
different.
one. And I love
I've
telling
never
the
heard
story
that
of
one
where
before.
it came from.
Yeah.
I
because
actually
people always
I like
ask.
your branding.
Right? Thanks,
I like
man.
it. It's clean.
Thanks.
Green.
And I was watching
Green,
your
love the green
videos and
stuff.
I was like, I should have my logo on top of my videos too, like the
Yeah,
way
yeah,
you
like
do.
the thumbnail thing. It's
Yeah.
cool because like people repost
It's
it, whatever.
branding.
It's branding, right? You gotta have a brand. Branding's important. It's meant to tell a story
For sure.
automatically. So I mean, my team's awesome at maintaining what we want to represent as a brand, value and experience, offer a ton of value and deliver an incredible experience. That's basically what we strive to do every time. But it's crazy what some people pay for these names. Like the Well paid $1 million for the name The Well.
Why is
$1
that?
million. They hired like a branding company, hired a marketing company. They paid $1 million. We the North. I think that was $2 million for the We the North slogan. I did a stint when I was in my undergrad in finance. I was an intern with MLSE. Really cool.
Okay.
I didn't even know they have an office tower above the ACC or Scotiabank. They actually have a 15-story office tower there. Did you know that?
Nope.
Blew me away. First time I was in there, it was crazy. I was like, no, I didn't know they had a tower there. But anyway, yeah, it's crazy what people pay for this branding stuff. When you could get 3 guys like us, sit around for an hour, have a couple of whiskey sours, and I'm sure we could come up with some pretty cool stuff, right? But yeah, the Well, I like the name, but for $1 million,
Yeah, marketing's where it's
Well,
at, man.
they should like pivot or do an audible like Well on Fire.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you can
They
turn
should
that into
promote
so
it.
many
You're
things,
right,
man.
you're right.
Yeah. Like
There's no bad
our
advertising.
project is on fire.
It's publicity, man. It's
Yeah.
something, right?
It's so hot, it's
Buy
on fire.
here.
Buy here.
We're
Market's
on
on fire.
fire.
Prices are
But here's
going
some of the
up in
stats
flames,
from the Well. If you don't know about the project, mixed use endeavor. It's in the heart of Toronto's West End, bordering Front, Spadina, Wellington. The design includes 1.1 million square feet of office space.
sensational.
You've got 1,000 square feet of retail and food services, and 1,700 residential. So
I'm excited to get in there, see the whole retail vibe, and they're doing like a revolving food court market style thing, like lots of fun stuff that a city of our caliber, we need more of that.
True. What do you think of River City? Because that's that whole pocket down there on the east side, like where you come down to the Gardner and it's all like dirt right now. That whole pocket is going to be
Yeah, the Dawnlands
like
and whatnot.
modern.
It's going to be incredible.
Yeah.
I think it's so incredibly unique that a city like Toronto, as developed as we are and the growth that we have, that we still have a canvas like that.
Yeah,
a
it's
canvas
true.
of that caliber.
I
to
look at it every
create
day.
The most modern,
Yeah.
most incredible building practices, and a city like this, man. You look at what's coming, like Forma. And
Yeah,
and
Forma's
King
gonna be
West, right? You got
beautiful.
Bjarke Ingels doing King West. You've got Frank Gehry doing Forma. Like, we're attracting some incredible architects, world-renowned names, because they want to put their stamp on Toronto.
Yeah.
So I think we're so fortunate that we're in the best industry in the world, in the best city in the world. So us as realtors are super fortunate, and our clients, I think sometimes they, investors, we kind of take it for granted, right? Oh, we can't keep going like this. We can't keep growing like this. The people that aren't right here, they're like, holy smokes, I gotta get a hand in Toronto.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's so amazing. And I think we're so fortunate to be here and watch what's coming.
So when
Awesome.
we're seeing these news, obviously the news and these fire headlines like yesterday or today, got to fact check me. It was either, not sure if it was prices were down 20% or sales were down 20%. But speaking on the pre-con market, and only about 9,000 transactions this year, units sold, relative to what we've been experiencing in the past.
It's all relative.
Obviously, the market's down in general, but
But
how are you bullish on downtown Toronto pre-con?
I mean, I think, okay, so a few factors on this one. I think that we're naturally short-term thinkers, just as humans. We think in weeks and months and whatnot. Are we ready for
You got to
that?
catch up.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, we got
I'm
round
talking
two.
too much. You talk for a second.
All right, so I think I'm Tyler McClay, and I'm gonna. You should buy with Ty,
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Sorry.
buy with Ty.
and I got
like
the
that.
best beard in the game.
It's my
Shit,
license
that's
plate.
$1 million. Oh, is that?
Oh,
your
yeah,
license?
no, it's been a
Oh,
thing.
I thought you
Yeah.
just came up with something.
You can have it.
You know what he spent? How much did you spend on that?
1.5 million.
Yeah.
License plate.
No, on the buy with
The
Ty
slogan.
Slogan.
I
Same
see.
guys that MLSE used.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey man, I could do your marketing stuff for like half the price. but
Only
you know,
$750.
I'll give you a little answer as to why we have such a blank canvas in the city like Toronto, is because prices are so damn expensive. If land is so
build.
expensive, yeah, it's held it back for so long.
Caught up. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, that was quick. This was
shoot.
delicious.
This was great. It
Incredible.
was delicious,
Sensational.
yeah.
didn't even
Cheers.
taste like alcohol.
That's why the whiskey sours you get to start with the egg, smooths out the bourbon.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
It's actually a very full bodied.
I love this. Is that for me? Oh, thank you so much.
She's
paper plain.
yeah. So the
Nice.
next one's paper plane.
Is there paper in
and-
it?
Okay, let's do it.
Sometimes I like
Fiber.
tiny little paper planes.
Okay, cool.
That's adorable. That's
Okay,
cool.
fine.
They're drinking too fast for you
I
to make
eat
'em.
paper. Sometimes I eat paper sometimes.
When he has a bad month.
Yeah,
If-
when I have a
if-
bad month,
If he has
I
a
eat
bad
paper.
month,
Yeah.
you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
That offer didn't go anywhere.
Or you better get ready because paper is going to be on the menu in 2024.
I don't have a shredder.
You don't have a shredder?
No.
So you just
I just
Matt's
shred it
my shredder.
myself. Yeah.
I feed him my paper.
Yeah, I guess if anyone
It's like
needs
a
a
Looney
shredder,
Tunes,
let
like-
me know. I
Wait,
actually
speaking
enjoy
of
it.
paper though, like realistically, when was the last time you guys printed like listing
very much.
documents or offered?
All the time. I'm a huge. Oh, you
Oh,
guys got some
really?
nice glass. I like my glass better.
Cheers.
Thanks for this one.
Well, you're the guest.
Cheers.
you got-
Appreciate
cheers.
it. Thanks, guys.
Wow.
Matt, that's a nifty way to drink, pal. Just
No,
avoiding the
it's a
microphone.
neat way.
a neat way.
Wow.
Okay, sorry. So let me tell you, that's awesome too.
That's so
What
good.
are we going like back and forth, or like what's
Wow.
the?
This is great.
I don't know.
What's the vibe? I'm excited to see what's going on here. But
Yeah.
here, let me give you my thoughts real quick. What was the question about where do I see, like, why am I bullish on the longer term? Well, I'll tell you. I mean, I think naturally we're shorter term thinkers, and we see all this stuff going on. Careful there, don't spill a drop. That's valuable stuff.
Valuable. It's gold.
We see all this negative stuff and this negative media because they like to pick on one or two or three little pieces and they blow it up, right? That's clickbait, that's media, that's news, and that's what's worth watching. It's more fun to watch a video of a building on fire than actually listen to a awesome economist like Benjamin Tall talk about finance and that the yields have gone down 3 months in a row, meaning that interest rates are probably going to come down sooner than later, right? That's more exciting. That's why you need guys like us to do the background work and then advise our clients. And that goes back into the Rex coaching, why I wanted to do it, because most realtors aren't diving in that deep. Therefore, we're losing our credibility as an industry. But anyway.
But wait, in between that, I used to try to give my clients like all sorts of advice.
Yeah.
And it's like, for example, a client would come to me and say, I want to buy a condo in this area. And I'd be like, I don't think that's a wise investment. And then the client would slowly just disappear and then go buy that same project that they really wanted to buy with someone else.
Ah, okay.
So then I realized, okay, so some people come in and they want you to reinforce their thoughts.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So my new
Half
way
of our
of
job
doing
is
it.
just you're doing a good thing, right?
Yeah,
Like, I
no,
think
not
a big
doing a
part
good
of
thing.
our
I
job.
say, here's
Just
my
that
opinion.
confidence.
Yeah, good, pros, cons.
Yeah.
This is what I would do. But I realized along the way, like in 16 years, everyone has a whole different way of
100%.
looking at their investment
So it
or
makes
their
life so
purchase.
beautiful. We're all different. If we all thought the same way, we'd all be trying to buy the exact same thing.
Exactly. That's why there's all these different products. So I noticed that it's not for everyone. Like I personally love land.
Yep.
That's why I have a tough time coming downtown. I would love to live like in Leaside or
Most of
East
the
York.
values in the land in Toronto are changing a little bit now, like the replacement value. I did a video on it the other day, just because the cost of building and labor and all that stuff, like the hard and soft costs are increasing. But to your point, I mean, I think our job is to advise. People want advice. But I think it's all in the way you present it. Like a lot of times I'll say to my team, if I say that the sky is blue and the sun's going to come up tomorrow, I'm probably going to be right. Yes or no? Probably going to be right. It's the same thing like saying interest rates are going up. Therefore, access to capital diminishes. Therefore, prices will likely come down.
That's right.
Same thing, right? We're building an Ontario line. Therefore, more than likely, there's going to be development along that line. More than likely, those prices will appreciate more than the periphery. So as long as you're backing up your advice, and if someone says, hey, I really want to buy in, I don't know, whatever, Niagara right now. Hey, no problem. Why do you like Niagara? Well, I like that there's schools there and close to the US and blah, blah, blah. Okay, great. Like, no problem. Let me tell you my favorite pockets of Niagara. If they're a little undecided, I'll show them 3 great options, Barrie, downtown Toronto, and Hamilton and Oshawa. And I'll say, look, these are the ones I like. Here's why. Which one do you like, right? I think as a whole, we grow as a result of Toronto. We're a very city-centric model. Therefore, if Toronto goes up 10%, the next circle is going to go up 8. The next circle will go up 6. The next circle will go up 4, for the most part. That's why some of what we're seeing doesn't make sense. Bradford, for example, doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Doesn't
It
make
doesn't?
sense. Doesn't make
Bradford?
sense. Bradford.
Really?
Bradford. Doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, but Newmarket has come down like crazy too.
Well, as it should.
Yeah.
Like as
Bradford's
it
like a
should.
Vaughan.
Bradford's like a Vaughan?
No, it's
Yeah.
a little bit more.
It's a little further out than Vaughan. Vaughan's got a downtown core. It's got reason to be there. You've got transit right there.
It's
Bradford,
true.
you've got what was cheaper homes, and people were paying almost Vaughan prices to be in Bradford. Which
Yeah.
is,
But you
what,
know why
35
though?
minutes
Is
further,
because
25 minutes further.
when the market was getting hot, everyone obviously wants to jump into real estate.
It's natural. Goes
But-
this way.
But what do? They take equity out of their current home.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're taking equity out of their current home, with that equity, they can't afford in the same area. So they have to go a little bit further out on a cheaper price
Or a different
point.
asset class. If you're
Different
taking equity
asset
out of a
class.
$1.1 million townhome in Vaughan, you can buy a $700,000 one bedroom in Toronto.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you got to go that way.
But that's-
Sometimes
but
we
that's
get
why-
convoluted. We think that, oh, I'm getting a detached house here for this price. You're comparing apples to soccer balls, man. Like it just doesn't make
But
sense.
that's also true for like Asians who come here from like China and they're like, oh my God, it's only $3 million for this massive house.
It's all relative.
Yeah.
Right?
It's true.
And,
It
and
is.
then they get a Rolls Royce and whatever, and like the 17-year-old kids like Young and Finch that are driving like Lambos. I'm looking at them like, geez,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. I want to get
Yeah.
reincarnated as one of them, I think.
Relative to other markets in the world,
Yeah.
we are cheap.
We are extremely cheap. And then you
Yeah.
look at the value of our dollar attracting all this business. So all this stuff goes into my thoughts on the long-term growth of our city.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're attracting multinational companies from all over the world because it's cheaper to hire talent here, and they're getting incredible top-tier talent here. Take a U.S. company. Take Microsoft. Okay, their operations there, average salary say 100 grand U.S. That's only, well, in Canadian dollars, It's only 70 grand US, right? Comparative. So they're saving 30% on the cost of their labor in a wicked market with wicked talent, with cheaper cost of living compared to some of the stuff, right? But yeah, there's a lot of reason to believe in the growth of Toronto longer term. Pre-construction is a wicked option, especially when rates are high. A lot of confidence in the last couple of days in terms of interest rates coming down. So you defer your mortgage payments. You defer with pre-construction. You defer that responsibility. It's very predictable. Here's your payment schedule, right? 180 days, I need 40 grand. In 540 days, I need another 40 grand. We know what's coming.
And
no landlord. You don't have to be a landlord. No tenants. No mortgage. No fluctuation in rates. It's known, and you get to experience the benefit of appreciation without that risk of volatility that we're experiencing right now.
Right now.
Long term, safe, man.
And a lot of these projects are 2026, 2027.
2026 to 2031-ish, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of great ones we like right
And
now.
a lot of really competitive deposit structures.
Incredible. Well,
And incentives.
they were on hold for so long, right?
Yeah.
Why were they on hold for so long? I had a client ask me the other day, 18 months almost, there was next to no launches. Maybe the odd one popping up here and there.
And now there's literally every day.
Because they know their costs.
Yeah.
They know their costs.
Yeah.
You're not going to get in the pencil business if you don't know what it costs to make a pencil and then sell it for market price $1.50. You don't know if it's going to cost you $3 to make that pencil or 50 cents. You don't know. And if you don't know, that's bad business. So the developers for a very long time with the volatility in labor, hard costs, steel, wood, whatever, even land, even interest rates, right? Developers borrow money. They borrow. So with those unknowns, you can't build a decent business. But now that those costs have found that predictability again, developers, again, it's a business. It's a manufacturing business. And we forget, real estate, developers, prices. If we can't sell at market value more than what it costs them to build that project and there's no spread, no more building, no more added supply, which we desperately need.
Yeah.
You take Airbnb into account, eating up some inventory. You take a lack of new projects being launched and completed. What's going to happen to real estate, man? It's pretty black and white to me.
Yeah.
Limited land availability. You got Greenbelt. You got Lake Ontario. You've got a finite amount of land with developers that need to make a certain amount of profit to take on that 6-year risk, 7-year risk.
So not only that,
So,
there's a
that's
few
my
other
thought.
things to consider. A lot of the projects are actually might get canceled from smaller developers. We just
yeah.
heard recently,
Smaller developers.
Van Dyke might be going into receivership as well. And that's 2 projects. I was talking to a guy
the
who does
grapevine.
pre-construction for 15 years only. And he was saying that he sold like over 30 units in one of the projects. And it's all in the air. Now, here's the thing. People don't know. But your deposit that goes to the developer, there's only 20,000 of it that's actually insured. What happens to the remainder? Right? That's a big question. Imagine you
Goes to
put
cover the developer debt in some cases. Sometimes more insured, and some builders have their own insurance that they take out. That's why
Yes, sometimes
pre-construction,
they do.
you've always got to get a lawyer to review the contract. And I'm very picky with my pre-construction projects. Very picky. We only sell the ones with the reputable developers that have been around, that have in-house financing or access
give
to
us your
capital.
top 3 developers right now for the people listening.
Top 3 developers: Greywood, Minto,
Greywood.
Lifetime. Greywood, Minto, Lifetime.
Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. Greywood, Minto, Lifetime.
Any reason why?
Just relationships built over the years. I really like what they do. They've got great teams. They build a wicked project, and they actually care. They actually really care. I don't like to swear on podcasts, but like they give a shit, right?
No,
Shit's,
this is- but-
shit's like a C-level swear word,
Shit's okay.
right?
But
Shit's okay.
this is an uncensored podcast.
I know, I know. Well, shit.
We're still very respectful
shit.
people.
oh, shit.
What do we got
I
here? Do we have any questions?
I actually stopped swearing. I mean,
Vaughn
I
over
never started
Bradford.
swearing until
Nice.
grade
What else
10.
we got? Gotta love Mimico and Vaughn. Yes, sir.
So Kareem, shout out. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Someone's shutting out their business name is Capture Realty Media, and you'll know about it soon.
Capture
So
Realty.
shout out
Media.
to you.
No, but he also shouted me out. You missed that whole part.
Oh, I see.
Well,
I
you
see.
got to give
Yeah.
before you take, right? You got to give before you take.
It's true.
It's like
It's
any
true.
business.
Yeah,
you got
yeah.
to give value, give resources, and
I'm
then
gonna take.
then you
though.
got to ask. Good for you, Kareem. That's awesome.
Hit
man.
me up, Kareem, if you ever need anything. Got you.
So tell us a little bit about your coaching, because are you coaching only realtors?
Coaching realtors for now. Maybe it'll transform into something sales in general. But I mean, my whole approach to sales isn't that hardcore, like sell, shove it down their throat kind of thing. That's not the vibe, because this business, we're not selling bubble gum or a pair of shoes or whatever. It's not like a revolving door of people. we've got to nurture those relationships because a lot of our business comes from those relationships and referrals and that growth, right? We need to build that trust, build that confidence with our clients. So it's a whole relationship building approach. I love teaching. I've taught for years. I taught martial arts for like 12 years, 14 years. something
Martial
like that.
arts.
Don't mess
Yeah,
with
man.
Tyler.
3rd degree black belt, Northern Karate.
Karate? Oh,
Yeah.
Northern Karate. My son
Northern
goes
Karate.
there.
Oh yeah, which
At,
one? Which
on
location?
Steels.
On Steel. That's where I went.
Mark.
Steve Oslis.
I don't know the name.
Wait, Steels and what? Pine Valley?
Steels in Bayview.
Steel. Okay, different one.
Yeah, Bayview
Who's it?
Steels.
Mark
Thornhill.
Mark.
Mark, Filipino guy. He's
Yeah.
got a,
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, yeah.
super nice. Yeah.
I went
man.
to South
Yeah.
Karate.
Hey,
South Karate,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah, the opposite end.
Yeah.
He,
Yeah.
the one in the water, right?
They do everything exactly
In Lake
the
Ontario,
opposite.
it's underwater. It's
Okay.
more. It's higher intensity training.
Right, because it's underwater.
Because it's
so-
underwater.
Right,
Yeah.
but the
So it's
effects
like
are
a-
just
Let,
incredible.
let's put Matt on the spot here a little
How long
bit.
can you hold your
Yeah,
breath?
sure.
We wanna know a little
I hold my
bit.
breath.
Should we have a breath holding competition?
There's actually no breath.
How long can you go?
I don't have no
If-
idea.
If you become outside of who you are,
Yeah.
you don't need a breath.
If you become outside of who you are, you don't need a breath.
you
He's
become
still,
no
he's
one.
still working on
Ah,
it,
okay.
but he's
You're
in
wise,
the
man.
spiritual
I am
Kind of
journey
like a
right now.
Nostradamus.
I am
Seneca kind
I
of
am on a
vibe.
spiritual journey.
I love how he's making a great effort at like getting in touch with your soul. And I actually wish you guys would invite me to those kind of things, like the ice bucket challenges and things you do.
So there's no
Looks
bucket.
intense.
It's a tub.
tub.
Well, it's a
I could
bucket-
probably
it's a
fit in
bucket
the
if you
Ice
turn it
bucket was
over.
like 2006.
It's a bucket if you turn it over, like North South Karate. It's a bucket if you turn it over. It's
Yeah,
the eye
that's-
beauty is in the eye of the beholder,
That's
as they
right.
say. Could be a hat if you really want. Like could be
Also,
one of
I want to let the audience know Mr. Matt here is taking off to Tulum for 3 weeks.
Hey, classic
And I
realtor
asked him, like,
destination. Let's
Yeah,
go.
No, I'm like, what are you doing there? He's like, I'm going to be working. I'm like, working on what? Like,
Myself.
working on myself.
And a
then
tan.
you know what? I can't say
And a
anything
tan.
about that. I'm like,
No, I'm going to try the work remote thing.
Yeah. No, I know. We were talking about it. just
I'm
before
blessed
we
to
hopped on.
have enough people and support to help me out here, and I am just listings.
yeah. You
So
will
I
miss
can
my
manage.
birthday.
Yeah.
You're going to miss my
But-
birthday, but it's
Wow.
When's your birthday?
You can fly home for the birthday.
Remembrance Day. November
Your
11th.
birthday's Remembrance Day.
Yeah,
So is my
man.
best friend's.
No way. I am your best
Wow.
friend. Wouldn't it?
Wait
be
a
nice?
minute.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Is
you
the
know
best
what?
friend and you the same guy?
So
Yeah.
Same
fun,
birthday, same day.
fun fact. I'm a huge World War II buff.
Isn't there a thing going
And-
around about men in like wars and Rome and there's like a
I don't
thing?
think it's on trend right now to be into the war.
No, I'm not into.
It should-
No. Okay,
Like
study-
history and
listen,
stuff.
I think the
listen.
trend is
Here-
ceasefire.
Here's
is the
a little,
trend.
little context into me. Every moment of silence back in elementary school,
Yeah.
I would literally tear up and actually get really upset if people, you have those kids in like, you're young, right?
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
probably
yeah.
like, you're
That were
11,
disrespectful.
12.
Laughing
and they're
or
just-
like looking around. Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. Do that
I would
again.
get
Do that again. Can you
pissed
do that again?
off,
Do that
man.
again. What do they do?
You want to know what's
I
funny?
would get really upset.
So,
Yeah.
so
My
really
dad always
upset.
took that
I
stuff
would.
serious, and
I
I
would
always
get-
like
I
I
would-
was
I
always
would-
like
I would-
same vibe. Like
I would
just-
get really red in the
like,
face and just
you
get
know?
really upset because it's a
Respectful.
moment of silence.
Well,
you
we
don't
forget,
understand.
man.
Did you know
We
someone? Did you
forget
know a
quick.
vet or something, or no? It's just
No, I just have a weird connection to World War II, and I know everything about World War II.
see. It's funny because
I'm kind of
history-
obsessed
history's
with
really
that
cool.
period of time.
But I was on the opposite end where I didn't like the fact that my birthday was such a somber, sad day. You know, like nothing against them.
Supposed
it's
to
just-
celebrate, and then it's like
Yeah,
it's
like,
a
I want to try to be happy, and then
moment
we
of
get to
silence.
school. It's like moment of silence. and
yeah mourning and whatnot. Yeah. No. Hey.
the poppy. I like the poppy though.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah.
What?
Cheers again.
Yeah.
Cheers again.
Oh, you finished your drink already?
I think we'll
These
go
taste
back and
good, but they are causing a bit of a buzz.
forth. Are they?
Victoria, you think we can get another? Was it whiskey sour? That one was
We're gonna
great.
trade off back and forth.
Oh yeah.
By all
Yeah,
means.
you can take our used ones.
There's a lot more to talk about. We've got
Yeah. What do you got?
so
Thank you so much, Victoria. That's awesome.
so another issue going back to because pre-con is like a subject matter today because there's a lot of people calling about.
Oh,
that.
sorry.
There's a lot of people calling. Like I'm having a lot of conversations with people who have bought pre-con.
Yeah.
And to your point, because you were talking about like it's a long-term investment to stick it out, blah blah blah. The issue is some people. I mean, nobody predicted 7-8% interest rates. That's one thing, but another issue is that the appraisals. So like one of my clients bought a townhouse, 1.250.
Yeah.
It's getting appraised for 1.1,
Huh.
and that's on the higher end. Because
Yeah.
if they appraise it now, it'll be lower.
Yeah. So you got to top that up, or get
So
a
some
new
people
appraiser.
physically can't.
Yeah.
And it's a combination of people who got greedy or excited because real estate, let's be honest, most people who have wealth have created it mostly through real estate.
90%.
90%. And I feel like the government's trying to stop that a little bit.
Which is wild, man. It's wild. Like, look at New York. It's free market, open market, right? And things normalize themselves. And that's essentially what we need here. You try to restrict, and then that's what gets those explosions of values.
True.
Right? So you've got to just let the market run itself. I think, personally, things balance themselves out. People think things are getting out of hand, they'll naturally cool.
But the
Look at
city needs to
2016.
do something about the shortage, because we have
Shortage
all
of
these
housing?
red tape. Yeah, because I'm dealing with a development project right now.
They got to let developers do their thing and stop putting their hand in the cookie jar. You know,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
majority of
exactly.
development cost is not land, is not hard cost, is not labor. It's taxes, man. It's taxes, which is insane.
Yeah.
Add housing. They like to blame everyone else, right? Blame the landlords. Well, who's built rental housing? Who's offered rental housing supply in the city of Toronto? Landlords. And then you punish us?
Yeah.
It blows my mind.
Yeah.
Right? There's nothing wrong with renting. It's great. But
especially
where are people
especially
supposed
landlords,
to rent?
like the support for the landlords.
Where is it?
They
There's
can
none.
easily fix that issue
Non-existent.
by
Easy.
just hiring a few people, but
Right.
they won't
Wow,
want
the
to.
LTV is hilarious. So under funded, not enough staff, and you know they're really helpful when you call them, but it takes you a little while to get
It does.
on
The whole
the
time
phone.
is ridiculous.
But I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of tenant favored laws and whatnot. But
Which is okay, I understand it, but don't put it out on the landlord.
well, it's the same thing with the one kid that ruined it for the whole class.
Yeah.
Right. Same idea. There's a couple greedy There's bad people everywhere. There's bad realtors. There's bad dentists. There's bad car salesmen. There's bad politicians. There's bad everywhere. But it shouldn't paint a picture of a bad everything.
Yeah.
Right. Not all landlords are bad, but you get those one or two greedy guys or whatever, and it taints the whole thing.
Well, man, it's like it's almost not attractive at all to buy a long-term rental because of what you have to deal with.
Well, there's another reason
You
for
know,
pre-con.
like,
So you talk
I've-
about pre-con, you buy pre-con,
Yeah.
no tenants, no nothing. You put your money down, you relax, forget about it. You're basically investing in the growth of Toronto. It's like a blue chip stock. Anyone that's into investing stocks, whatever, Toronto is your blue chip investment, man.
Yeah.
It's like
but
buying
I'm
a
gonna
Walmart
play
or a
devil's
Coca-Cola.
advocate on the
Please.
pre-con stuff. There's a lot of my clients who have purchased pre-con. They've got occupancy, and they're paying ridiculous occupancy fee,
I
like
love
$5,000
occupancy
a
fees.
month.
I love occupancy fees.
Wait, but before you get into it, because I know you're gonna have a thing, but they're not allowed to rent it out.
Well, that's their own fault. Like, get it reviewed by a lawyer. If you can't rent it out during occupancy, that's honest, like, no, like not to knock anybody, but like that's your own fault. Get it reviewed by a lawyer. Make sure you can rent during occupancy. If their purpose of that purchase was investment, why wouldn't you get your approval to rent during occupancy? Blows my mind. So again, that's just bad.
What if the builder
advice, bad
declines?
decisions, bad investment.
Would the builders cooperate with that change of clause?
Not if it's in there beforehand. You can always ask, right? There's no I
During
always
that
say,
10-day cooling
no
period.
harm in asking, man.
Yeah.
Oh, during the 10-day cooling period. If it's not there, you
But
cross
do
it
they
out.
do they normally cross it out? do you
Lawyer to
think?
lawyer. Depends on the builder, depends on the market too, right?
And the,
If
and
it's-
the other
if-
thing is,
if
it's
this was
hindsight.
4 years ago.
It's like, yeah, 4
probably not.
years ago, market's hot. They're like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, we
You
don't
don't know
care.
if you don't ask.
They got a million people knocking
Well,
at the door.
that's the problem I think with a lot of
Yeah.
like the mindset of clients. It's things are going to be gold and dandy forever, and when things are going good, oh, this is great, and we lose track of the fundamentals. Just because things are going well and things are going great doesn't mean you lose track of the fundamentals in anything. Right?
But, you know,
you're
the
having a great
problem is,
life,
like-
you're having a good time, you look good at the beach. It's not like, oh, I look good today, I can stop working out. You continue to work out to maintain your physique. Same idea. You've
And
got
wear
to
golf
always
shirts.
have that routine. And golf shirts. We all appreciate it. I think everyone here appreciates it.
But you know, like for example, I'll give you an example. Milan Condos, conservative group. It took 2 years occupancy. So imagine you're paying $5,000 a month for 2 years.
Well,
That's a
they
huge-
went on a condo, wouldn't be 5,000 occupancy. Occupancy,
Maybe
you're
it
paying-
wouldn't have been 5,000.
You're paying
Yeah.
basically what occupancy fees are, phantom fees, as the media speaks to them, right? They like to paint them in a negative light. Me as an investor, I love them because usually they're below what your mortgage payment would be in 99% of cases. Because what you're paying is your maintenance fee, which you'd pay anyways,
Yep.
your taxes, which you'd pay anyways, and then the builder's interest on their loan. Which again, you'd be paying interest on your mortgage loan anyways. The only piece you're not paying is the principal on your mortgage. So if I'm moving in, yeah, man, I want to start paying that down. If I'm renting it out, if I'm an investor,
You can
I
cash
build
flow.
myself a cushion.
You might be able to cash flow too.
You cash flow. You build yourself a cushion, and you build that buffer in your bank account.
I don't know. Like
So
with some of the
I
prices now are
love
pretty
it.
high. My client closed on his auberge condo at
Yeah,
Leslie,
auberge
and
was interesting, yeah.
yeah, he's paying $5,000 a month, and it's a bigger unit, but the rent I don't think would cover that.
Cheers. Thanks. Cool.
Yeah, this is my new favorite
Nice.
drink.
Yeah, that's good, eh? Whiskey
This
sour.
one's dangerous.
Yeah,
Matt
I don't
Ernst.
know.
This
I
one's
never
for you.
get
My
this.
brother-in-law, whiskey sours. He'd love one of these right now.
What's his name?
Matthew Ernst.
Matt. Well, first off, great
Cheers to
first
Matt.
name.
Great name, eh? Cheers,
Great
guys.
name.
Cheers.
Cheers to you. And Matt might
Matthew.
be your baby girl's name.
Might be. You know what? We're gonna put it on the list, babe. Put it on the list.
Put it on the list.
Maddie.
Matt.
Maddie.
Yeah, it's cute, Maddie.
Tell us a little bit about more personal stuff. Let's go into who's Tyler, because I
What do
noticed.
you want to know? I'm a
Oh
Libra.
no, I want to know.
Oh yeah, let's talk about signs. So
Or
Libra.
I'm not
So
into that
what's
at
your
all. I know
rising?
mine. I don't.
What's your rising?
I can tell you. Rising in the morning, maybe like 6:30 a.m. I get out of bed, brush my teeth. What's my rising?
Man, I wish the audience could see the faces of these guys behind the scenes with the camera. They do cringe. They do they laugh.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
great.
Dean just hates me, so.
So wait, when's
Genuine
your birthday?
reaction.
I'm February. I'm an asparagus.
So what does that mean?
I'm
You're
an asparagus.
So you're a lovely veggie. You're
I'm a
healthy.
lovely
you're good
veggie,
for
healthy,
you.
and I make your
pee
pee smell.
Hey,
Nice.
yeah, cute.
Yeah.
That's great.
I'm a Scorpio.
You,
Are we
he's
compatible?
peed on me
Scorpio,
before.
asparagus.
Yeah.
You're no,
I saw that
no.
video.
Actually,
Was that like a playground? Did you guys get like arrested for that?
that's a
Was
we
that-
did. We got
controversial
arrested.
video.
I have
Too
I have a
close to a park
criminal
or something?
record. Yeah.
But you know that video did
You're on the
well.
list.
That video did well because everyone's talking about it. So
true.
Well, that's what
once
you want.
once everyone's talking about a certain video, you know you've done what
They
you
know
needed
your
to
name.
do.
They know your name.
That video literally took realistically 20 minutes to shoot.
21.
It was a
Was it real?
no,
urine?
it's fake. It's fake. You
Yeah?
saw the video,
I
right?
saw the video.
It was a water bottle.
Ah.
Put 2 drops of yellow coloring.
Oh, okay. That's what threw me off the yellow. I imagined you'd use a water bottle, and then I saw the yellow. I'm like, wait a minute.
The security guard was there, and then some people were like, "Hey, that's unprofessional." It's like, what's unprofessional about? Like, how many times have I peed on the road? How many times have I pee comes out of all of you guys? Don't pretend like you don't pee.
How
I
many
don't pee.
times have you peed?
I don't pee.
You don't.
Yeah,
pee.
you're superhuman, man.
Yeah, I don't pee.
You're incredible. Well, asparagus, you're not allowed to pee.
I don't.
You're not allowed.
Asparaguses don't pee. They just grow.
They just grow.
Yeah. And we just get added into recipes.
Never the start of the show, though. It's always
No,
like
I'm always the-
potatoes with asparagus.
Yeah.
Steak with You're always a side.
I'm just a plus one.
You're always a side.
You
never
know
the
what?
best.
I want to pick on Matt right now. Yeah. First of all, so you guys know Matt is single.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, Matt is single, ready to mingle,
Aquarius.
I'll mingle.
Because usually we bring the guests on and we talk about the guests, the market, the trends.
Yeah.
But nobody, nobody asks Matt all the questions.
No
It's
one's,
like,
no one's as interested.
come
as
on, Matt.
Here we go.
He's sweating already, but I want to know
What do you want to know?
what kind of girl are you into, so I can hook you up with someone nice. So this is the end of the line, so that we can get you married, have a couple kids, so you can come over to the birthday
down,
parties,
play dates, and
settle
whatnot.
down.
Wouldn't that?
Yeah.
You sound like my grandmother.
Hey, I'm looking out for you, man. What
Are you
kind of
looking
girl,
out for me, though?
What kind of girl is Matt Campoli into?
I'm still in that discovery phase right now.
Oh yeah, you're still looking. That's why you're going
Yeah.
to Tulum, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna be searching, soul searching.
Literally soul searching.
Yeah.
Literally.
But okay, first I'll ask you then, literal questions: blonde or brunette?
You know what? That's interesting because I was always a brunette guy,
Me too.
but now I'm like a 50-50. Yeah.
Is that like a dirty blonde?
I was always
or
like a. It probably is a dirty blonde.
Okay.
No, but I was always like a tan brunette guy because I grew up in Vaughan.
Yeah.
You know, it
So
makes
like
sense.
Italian,
Typical,
or are you still in
typical.
Italian, or what? You like Italians or like Latinas?
I'm open, man.
Okay.
I don't think that's like the deciding factor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think it's
Do you think marriage is in the plans anytime soon?
not soon, but I'm also not like. Who knows what happens? You know?
Well,
Life comes at you, man.
Tyler,
forever.
let's go back to you a little bit. I want to know, because obviously you're married,
Yeah.
right? How long have you been married for?
A year and a bit.
Year and a bit.
Year and a bit.
And
September was our 1 year anniversary. Yeah.
So you guys didn't waste any time. Babies coming on, and
Yeah.
where did you guys meet?
We met when I did my master's degree at Schulich in real estate. We had a small group, 14 people. Met a nice girl, Miranda. We became really good friends. So like she'd start hanging out with my friends. I started hanging out with her friends, and one of her friends is now my wife.
Cute. And
So,
is
true friend.
she's not a realtor?
She's not a realtor, no.
Okay,
No,
'cause
she
you
probably
said-
knows. She probably knows more than like 90% of realtors in the market because she's always got to listen to my voice notes and my conversations and in the car on speakers. So let me tell you, it takes a lot to date a realtor. Man.
I know.
It takes a lot. Changing on the fly, calls at midnight, hearing all this stuff. But genuinely, she could probably run rings around 90% of the realtors out there. I swear.
Wow,
Just listening to
interesting.
me all the time, being around me all the time. Not to toot my
Interesting.
own horn, but yeah, she's picked up a thing or two.
So then do you discuss real estate when you go home or no?
Yeah, like she asked me about my day, and I think naturally it comes up. But like I always try, I try to put my phone down when I can. Like I love after 10 p.m. and like the only day really you get off is like Christmas Day, really, as a realtor. Like that's the only day that you know you don't have to answer the phone. You know, weddings, birthdays, you're
Christmas
walking
Day?
out, picking up calls. Christmas Day is literally the only day.
I still look at my phone all day.
All day, every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
One second. Ernesto
Weird
has
question.
commented here, and he thinks that Tyler is Toronto's John Wick.
He does look like a John Wick.
Yeah, I could kick some ass, maybe. Yeah, I could. I just want to go to that sick hotel. You guys seen John Wick, obviously.
Which one?
That hotel. All four. But,
Okay,
like, you know,
yes.
the hotel, the Continental.
Continental.
The Continental. I just want to go to that hotel, put like a loony on the counter, and get a sick room with like guns behind the bathroom mirror. Like, wouldn't that be cool if we had like an underground
It would be.
thing in Toronto? Like, we need more cool shit in
We
Toronto.
need underground
Sorry, I
shit.
said shit again. But we need underground shit.
If you have underground shit, invite us.
We
to the
need some
underground stuff.
cool stuff, man.
Guys,
I'll
by
bring-
the way,
I'll bring a
Societies
shovel.
or something.
So for
Ernesto
future-
will start something, man.
I'll bring a shovel.
For future
we'll start
podcasts,
some.
we're trying to take it to the road.
Road.
Yeah, cool.
We got
Hit
some
the
crazy
road,
ideas.
Go to destinations. do it
No,
in
not
cool
destination
spots, no?
like trips just yet, but we're gonna
Yeah.
do like
local
foot
trips.
massages.
Oh.
Go to restaurants.
Like fish eating your dead skin on your feet and having a conversation, something like that.
Peanut butter?
Oh no.
You have a dog growing up?
Okay, I think Matt's had too many drinks. Ernesto's asking, final question. How much cash does Cash actually have? Let me tell you something. My name's Cash, but it's mostly credit. Okay. Who even holds on to cash these days?
I always have cash. It's like a
Yeah.
power thing. Like if you
I
ever
have
need
some, but
$100
it's
bucks, I
not-
try to always have like at least $100 bucks. If you ever need, I should
Oh,
say that.
you're
Like,
talking
people
about
are
that
gonna
kind of
mug
cash.
me
No,
now.
I'm talking about like cash in the bank account. Like you don't keep large sums of money laying
You
around. 'cause
invest it, man. Put
So
it to
far,
work.
it's been depreciated.
I have like $300 in my bank.
Money in the bank
I
depreciates. man.
have at least 1,000.
Gotta
I'm
put
buying
it to
that
work.
iPad off of Matt. I've
With
been
his
looking
own,
at
with
it.
his
With
thousand.
cash?
$1,000 I'm paying for that iPad.
With
Right.
his thousand.
Don't you
Yeah.
get one free if you get like an RBC savings account or something?
No, I don't do
they have those
research.
things?
I don't
No, that's an
research
iPad
enough.
Pro, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
sorry.
that's.
I'm selling literally after the show.
The RBC margins are thin now with
Cash
the higher
is
interest
buying my iPad with credit.
I've been waiting to buy
That's
that
like a
iPad.
tongue twister. Cash is buying my iPad with credit.
Correct.
That's just hard to understand.
Correct though. And I just bought a new MacBook.
Wait,
Ah.
let's
A
find
Ma-
out.
a
Let's
Mac
find out.
playbook.
Let's find out some
All
of
our
our
names we can make
craziest
puns
purchases.
with
Okay.
craziest
Okay, I want to
purchases.
hear.
Yeah.
What is the one purchase you've made, real estate or non-real estate,
Okay.
that you literally regretted right after?
Regretted right out. I'll be honest with you. I'm like a frugal guy. People are probably like, haha, frugal. Like I drive a nice car.
I was gonna say, I know you drive a
I like-
Porsche.
I like-
I've done
yeah.
my research on you.
Yeah, I could tell. Yeah, I know my birthday,
Yeah,
my
I
sign.
know your
my-
birthday. I know you have a
all
baby on the
things,
way.
yeah.
Taurus.
You drive a Porsche. What kind of Porsche do you drive?
Builder. 911.
911 what?
Carrera 4. Just
Carrera
basic.
4,
Basic
okay.
as basic as you can get. Just Carrera 4.
What
all-wheel
year is
drive.
it?
2019.
Is it manual or PDF?
It's PDK.
PDK, sorry.
PDF, PDK,
PDF,
whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
What does
Love those
PDK mean?
files, too.
Real estate. PDK is
I don't know, it's
the
probably
Tiptronic.
German.
Tiptronic.
Can I just
Oh,
say
it's-
automatic?
Yeah, it's automatic.
The hell is that?
PDK-matic. It's whatever it is.
The hell is this
I don't
sorcery?
know. It works. It gets me from A to B.
Anyways,
we'll say.
I wish I can
But no.
I wish I can own a Porsche.
Wild. Well, honestly, man, like it's my dream car. Like I love it. And, you know,
What color is it?
It's gray, black rims.
Okay.
Yeah, it's.
Can you
it's-
sleep in
it's
it?
Fun.
No.
I can. You've seen me. You've seen me sleep in it one time. You've seen me sleep in it. I have.
Okay, wait, Matt. What do you drive?
An Audi S5.
Do people know this?
I don't know.
Do they know what you
I
drive?
love those, man. They're beautiful cars. They
I
did
like
a really
Audis,
good job.
yeah.
The
You
lines
You know
on
what?
that,
But
stunning.
my license plate has a 555 in it.
Hey, did you pay more for that?
No, I actually asked for.
He gets lucky all the time.
I think I asked for 007,
What are those called? Angel numbers?
and then she called. They are angel numbers. Then she called me. She's like, "I got your license plate. We got it for you." I'm like, "Okay, sick." She's like, "Yeah, you're 555." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't think I said that." Yeah, but it worked out because when I look at my license plate,
Yeah.
I just know that
It's yours.
magic is coming my way.
Oh, okay. Is that what 5? Okay, I got change. Mine's buy with tie. I'm gonna have to change my plate to 555 with tie or something.
I don't know about vanity plates, because then if you're driving
555
bad,
with that.
if you're rushing through traffic, someo's gonna recognize you and be like,
If you're a bad driver, it's worth it, man. Like
No,
people,
I'm
like
not a
my
bad
dad will say to me
driver.
too. He'll be like, "Oh, you can't give people the finger. You can't cut people off, whatever." But like, you know what? I mean,
I think I gave the finger on the way down here, to be honest.
Did you? Oh,
yeah.
Toronto.
I didn't
Welcome to
cut
Toronto.
anyone off,
You
but
know-
the guy behind me was like honking his whole. I'm like, guy, chill out. And then he kept honking. I was like, I might have given a finger.
You shouldn't do that.
I know. I
Nowadays,
regretted
they
it
say
right
you
after because I'm
shouldn't.
like, I'm
That's
on the
really
way
bad
to the
energy.
show.
That's really
You
bad
never
energy.
know.
I know,
My mom, my
I
wife, they
know.
tell me
You
all
don't
the
want to
time.
be
you
forecasting
never
that
know.
into the
I know.
field.
This day and age, you never know.
Yeah.
careful.
You know what? I do make an effort to not swear. One for the kids, and you're gonna learn about that. But
Try not
B,
to
it's
swear.
also
Sometimes you get passionate, it comes out, but like I never swear like with clients or in front of kids, whatever. Like you could kind of turn off, turn on.
swearing is not good.
No.
It's just you're right. It's casting negative
Swearing is caring.
energy. Yeah. What? Okay, cut the drinks for Matt.
But no, there's no purchases I regret, man. Honestly, there's no purchases I
Not
regret.
regret. But what's the
like
biggest
frugal.
purchase you've made?
Biggest purchase.
Probably
I've
real
made-
estate.
My house, yeah, real estate for sure. Yeah, my house. We bought a bungalow and tore it down and building, so it's gonna be this.
What's the
this
price per square footage it's costing you?
house. Six.
600.
Damn, you're building something nice.
That's high end.
Walk us
Yeah.
through what
But
you're
we'll
building.
See. We'll see at the end.
You got Alcantara
Very nice.
leather
my
walls.
my wife's doing a hell of a job, like with the design and stuff, and planning. And David Small designed the house. Great.
Shout
great
out David
architect in the
Small.
West End,
Is
so-
it a small house?
It's a big house.
Yeah, David Small has a big impact. That should be his new logo. You didn't
Okay.
even have to pay me $1 million bucks for that.
Interesting.
But
So
yeah, no,
wait,
it's gonna be a great time.
How many square feet?
It's a great
and-
learning experience, man. Like it's taught me a lot more. Just even just when I'm showing real estate, talking about real estate, like knowing what goes into this stuff,
100%.
you have a way bigger appreciation for what's there, right? Like there's builder stuff and whatever, but even that, the labor, the cost of materials, you have an open basement, no beams. People walk down, oh, this is nice. You don't know that steel beam to have that open concept costs
Exactly.
$50,000.
Yep.
Like it's wild the things, but no, we're having a great experience.
I think everyone's
We should do a podcast there at my house when it's done. We'll do
people are a lot of people are interested in like the process, start to finish, on how to build your own custom. Walk us through this deal.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you this first before I tell you. I think it's like anything. Okay, you got to have the right people with the right advice. And I can tell you, like you said, it was tough. Like you tried to manage it yourself. I considered it.
Well, I was a kid too.
But yeah, well, we're all still kids. But I thought I might do it myself. But you trust the right people, it's a breeze. It is an absolute breeze because you trust the right people. And I know there's a lot of people out there that say, "Oh, buying a house is a big deal." We're desensitized to it because we've done it 10,000, 20,000, 100,000 times.
500,000.
Yeah.
Wait, how many people
But
are
it's the
logged
same
into
idea.
live right now?
PDK is short for double clutch. I didn't know that. Thanks, Nerotion.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that makes sense because P, D, and K, it's an abbreviation for double clutch. Yeah. A clutch is German, so it's K.
Double clutch. Is that how you say it?
When I built my house,
Yeah.
I didn't realize how many things you had to pick because I didn't hire a designer.
I have a wife for that. She's unreal. Her background's design. She's an artist. Like she's awesome.
Oh,
She's
okay.
picking all the stuff. She's doing a great job. And that's the stuff that stresses me out a little bit is like all the choices. But like me, give me two choices, I'll pick one. And I'll never think about it again ever. I'll never be like, oh, I should have picked the other one. Ever. Give me two choices, see ya, move on. But she's putting a lot of thought and effort into it. It's going to be beautiful. But I liked it up until now. So now we got the roof on, windows in. Now it's time to start making those choices. So until now, it was just here's the blueprint, go. You show up, it's out of the ground. You show up, whatever, concrete.
But you haven't done plumbing or electrical.
That's all happening right now. We're
okay,
literally at that phase. So we should be in by July, I'm told.
Okay.
So hopefully we're still
Okay,
on
so you're
track.
talking
what
about
was
a
the
breezy,
pre-existing?
but it's going to be hard
Easy
from here
breezy,
on.
beautiful.
What was the
house.
pre-existing dwelling?
Say it again.
What was the pre-existing?
There's a bungalow, just a bungalow.
How
What's the
big's
lot
your
size?
lot? Yeah.
It's 76 by 182.
Oh, huge, man.
Nice spot, right in downtown Brooklyn. Really cool spot.
Nice.
Brooklyn's so cool. There's some new towns coming by Madison. They're a great builder as well. New towns, Brooklyn towns. Brooklyn's awesome. I didn't even know it existed like 3 years ago. But you're right off the 407. It's like a Kleinberg 10 years ago. There's so much
Interesting.
potential there. It's an adorable little town. Walk into town for ice cream with my daughter. We're gonna do like it's just really cute. And
How did you come across it and decide that that's
we were
where
kind
you
of
wanna
looking in
settle?
Markham. Her parents are out east. My parents are west in Vaughan. So we were kind of looking for something in Markham. Didn't find anything we loved. And again, like we look at houses all day. We were never really looking. She'd send me stuff. Okay, we'll go see it, make time, whatever. No. I think we offered on one thing. And then this just came up. It's like, you want to build? And I'm like, yeah, build. Like later. Like not yet. Later. And we did some numbers, had a little look, and we're like, let's build.
So this is actually an
We're doing it.
interesting topic because right now a lot of people need to upsize, including myself. Like I have 5 kids, 6th on the way,
That's
and
crazy. Good for you, man. That's
Thanks,
crazy.
man.
People
a lot
aren't
of
having
kids.
enough kids now. Good
it's
for
a
you.
lot of kids. It's a lot of
That's
kids.
awesome.
But I love it
Wow.
because I'm a big kid
Is
myself.
your wife watching?
Yeah, shout out to Kenya.
Kenya, shout you out.
She's been holding. She's been carrying babies for like the most part of the last decade.
Yeah.
She's going back to work tomorrow. People don't understand how she actually still holds a job.
Going
but
back
she
to
does.
work with a 6th on the way, so for like a couple of weeks maybe.
That
4
mat
months.
leave fluctuation must be crazy.
She's actually going on vacation
Can't
to
hire
work
Kenya.
away from the house,
That's a lot of
away
time
from the
away.
kids, away from us. But what I was gonna say is that we have a nice stretched raised bungalow
Okay.
that's backing
I love a
onto the
raised
golf
bungalow,
course.
man.
I love
a
bungalows.
raised bungalow. I love it.
But the problem is you need massive land to be able to carry 6 kids. What are you giggling about? Huh? Anyway, so
my drink.
So let me tell you what's really hard, because I've been looking for the past 2 years. I'm like, okay, instead of building, because to build I need to move out of the house, go
Right.
rent something
Right.
with 5 kids, a newborn baby, so 6 kids, 2 dogs, a cat.
Stressful.
Which landlord do you know is going to let us in their house? Two dogs,
and
1
a
cat,
and 5 kids.
and 6 kids. Well, by that time it'll be 6 kids.
That's
Okay,
crazy.
so what's your? I want to know what's your alternative.
So
Like, what
my
are you thinking?
issue is, okay, I didn't think of this because when I first bought my property, my wife and I just got married, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna build this because it's perfect. It's overlooking the golf course, and we have
So
the
you built
sunset.
where you live. You built that.
No, I haven't built yet.
Oh, you
I
haven't
just
done-
renovated what we had.
Okay, but you got a
raised the
nice
ceilings.
lot there where it is.
And then I'm like, you know what? When we have enough kids, we'll build it.
Yeah.
Now COVID
Enough
hit.
kids to what? To build a house for you? Is that
No,
why you're having so many
well,
kids?
that's a good
Get to work,
idea.
kids. How
That's not
old
a
are
bad
they?
idea.
Get 'em to
Like
work.
have hammer and nails
When I
or
have
whatever.
enough kids to build a house, then I'll stop. Yeah.
But then I'm like, okay, if
isn't
I
that
want to
like-
leave and sell my place and go buy, let's say I sell a $2.5 million house and I buy 5. The cost that the cash I'm losing in between, because now we have the luxury tax coming in January 1st.
Just another tax.
Just another tax.
Embarrassing. Like you're scaring people off of doing the things that make an economy. Anyway, sorry. It's
So if you're
Flabbergasting.
selling a $2.5 million house, it's $125,000 plus HST and commission only. Okay. After commission, there's land transfer tax. With the luxury tax on a $5 million house, it's $300,000.
I know. It's
So
insane. And you can't put that on the
125,
mortgage.
300
You-
grand,
you-
$500,000 just lost in between.
Yeah.
I might as well put that towards my build.
Yeah, you're not right. Well, the cost of moving here is so expensive, right? Land transfer tax, you got dorks like us, you got to pay. And the cost of moving is huge. So that's why during COVID, I was trying to, again, it all comes down to education. The whole purpose of Rex, the whole purpose of what we do in our careers is educating. So when people in a low interest rate environment with high inflation to just erode debt, everyone should be, again, like not putting pressure on people, but maximizing what they can borrow. Like buy the biggest house you can, build, do what you have to do, borrow as much as you can, because the cost of moving is so insane, and it's money that you don't get back, right? So stretch yourself, let inflation do its thing, erode your mortgage, take advantage of purchasing power, and that's what everyone should have been doing at that time. And I was trying to educate people on that note, and a lot of people did. A lot of my
When
clients
rates
did.
were lower.
Right, when rates were lower. I know you said you don't like giving advice, but it's just one of those things that like I can never be wrong.
Yeah.
That is what you do in that
Yeah.
environment, right? It's one of those things. So oh, I wish I didn't get this big of a mortgage. No one's ever going to say that to me because they're doing the right thing. They can do what they're doing. They locked in, whatever. So
Let's switch it up a little bit and talk about content, because you make content too.
content, yeah, cool.
We all make content.
What's content?
Content? It's whoa.
Content. It's
It's
See,
stuff
we don't
you
have
make.
to have a definition of it. We say it all the time, though. But do we have a definition?
Content. Yeah. Why does it sound?
content.
It's
Well,
like
it's
continent.
content,
It's
yeah.
like continent without the int.
Yeah. What does content mean? Look up. What's the
Yeah,
definition?
continent.
Content
But-
means something that is contained.
But if you guys don't follow Tyler, go follow him.
Pretty straightforward.
Tyler is.
So we make
is
stuff
very
that
active.
is contained
It's contained.
towards real estate,
Yes.
and
Real
it's so
estate
within
contained.
it's in the container
Containment.
of real estatement, which is real estate entertainment.
You guys ever go to condos and see all the Amazon packages like behind
Yeah.
the security? Isn't it
Yeah.
crazy how much?
How did
people-
you get to that?
Content. I don't know, man. I was moving fast in the brain. Like contents. What's the contents of the package? There's got to be something in the box.
Wait, I wanna
don't know
plug
where you were
something
I
going
see
in
how
with
your
it, but,
brain
like-
works now.
Like it's what, but all the new condos
I
they're
see
so
how your brain
purposeful. Like they've
works
got
now.
storage rooms for all the Amazon boxes.
See, I have a Luxor
Anyway, sorry,
one.
back to
I have a
content.
Luxor one.
You say it again.
I have a Luxor one.
What?
A Luxor.
What's a Luxor?
I have a Luxor one. So it's a
You have a Luxor one.
it's a container.
Okay.
It's a compartment where the
Like a
delivery
big
guy
mailbox. It's a big mailbox.
big mailbox
Okay.
that's contained. So it's content that a mailbox
You have
guy,
a big
that a
content.
mailman will bring an Amazon package and put it into your thing, and then you get a notification to your phone
So you have a mailman that puts his package in your thing?
package received with a code.
Your mailman puts his package in your thing.
My mailman puts his package in my box,
Okay. That's where I thought you were
At
going
least
with
it's safe.
that. Okay. At least it's
Yeah.
safe.
Does he use
and it stays
protection?
warm.
Yeah. Okay, so
Uncensored. He put the
One too many drinks.
Thing.
let's bring
Don't
up
blame the
that.
drinks.
Let's bring up that video.
Content's tough though, man. Like the obligation to always create content, man. Content. It's tough, and some of the stupidest shit gets the views. Like this is what blows my mind with people watch Kim Kardashian walk down a runway, but they don't want to listen to like the governor of the Bank of Canada tell you about interest rates. Like it's wild what we pay attention to, and it blows my mind.
But before we get into this, genuine question for me.
Yeah.
Are you consistently researching? Because you're very top of.
I encourage my team to read like 3 articles a day. I read articles all day, every day, in between what I do.
What's your article
and I love
routine?
breaking stuff down. Say again.
What's your article routine?
Yeah, where
Not
do you get
really
it from?
routine. Apple News is great because like it's learned who I am. I love this stuff where it learns who you are. You know, people are like, oh, I don't want it to know my preferences and
They
give
call it
ads.
machine learning.
I don't want ads for high heels. I want ads for real estate stuff and things I like, Porsche stuff and whatever. So I like it. So
Learn real estate.
I like that it knows who I am, and all the articles are real estate. I have a ton of subscriptions for magazines, and I think a big thing is reading outside the box. So you can bring different perspectives. So like I read Economist stuff and BNN stuff and Bloomberg stuff and every frame of the world, what's going on. Because everything, I remember in undergrad, I think I was 4th year in my finance degree, and one of my professors for a consulting class, I thought I wanted to be a consultant, kind of are in a way. He basically strung together, I can't give you the exact example, but like the price of apples in Indonesia, and then he followed like a path of how that affects X, and that affects Y, and that affects Z, and that's why the price of your shoelaces are the way they are. And it was like, whoa, how is that related? But that's a lot of what we try to do is like paint a big picture and say like, okay, for example, Israel and Palestine, for a second there, they thought some of the oil-producing Middle Eastern countries were going to jump in, saw a little more uncertainty in price of oil. WTI, the prices went up. West Texas Intermediate of oil went up, which spurs the conversation of inflation going up, which in turn causes interest rates to go up and not reduce, or go up or at least stay the same. But that didn't happen. So anyway, that's the point, right? Looking external and making that relate back to Toronto real estate, because every cause has an effect. And if you can find the cause that creates the effect, you can better predict the market, better have that crystal ball, and better provide value to your clients, essentially. So I don't really have an article routine. I love what I do. I'm passionate about what I do, and I want to bring that value back to the industry. So I think our value in this business, it's not like a heart surgeon, the skill with our hands. It's not like a shoemaker, his skill to patch shoes, whatever you want to say. Austin Matthews, I don't have his same wrist shot, close, but not as good. But point is,
speaking of
our
that
value
stuff,
comes from our education. So you got to stay educated, man. And it's not just staying educated on like how to find more leads, how to convert leads, but like giving a crap about what you do and being the best you can. If I can't talk to current events, I'm useless. I'm invaluable. I'm not invaluable in the good way. Like I'm unvaluable, not valuable.
And having fun isn't hard when you got a library card.
Dude, I love that. Not many people know that. Having fun isn't hard when you've got a library card. Arthur.
I
That's
bet
an Arthur
I'm the only one with a library card on me.
I bet you are.
You probably you took that show literally.
I bet you are.
Yeah. Well, I got kids, but
He has a lot
Makes
of fun.
sense.
did you know that the Big Mac is an economic indicator?
Yes, the Big
Because
Mac
the-
Index. It's an
Yeah,
economist
the
thing,
Big Mac. It's
Like
a
the
real
sandwich?
thing. Yeah.
The price of a Big Mac around the world and how it affects the
Because
economy.
it's everywhere. It's in every they actually use it as
It's
an
a benchmark
indicator.
indicator.
It's a benchmark. Yeah.
Interesting.
Which is great because everyone has a Big Mac. It's
So
fun.
what's the
I
Big
love
Mac?
Big Mac
What's the
indicator.
Big Mac at right now?
Well, what's a
I
Big
don't
Mac?
eat McDonald's.
You want to know a fun fact? You want to know actually a fun fact? I'm a value picks guy.
Oh.
Told you I'm frugal. I'm a value picks guy. Never in my life have I had a Big Mac. Never.
Come
What?
on.
Swear to God. Never.
No.
What?
Order one right now. I have my first one right now. Never have I
Let's
had a Big
Uber a Big Mac. Are we on this show for
True
long
story.
enough to Uber?
You never
Eats
had a
it?
Big Mac.
Mac. Never in my
We're gonna
life
make
have I
this
had
guy
Big
eat a
Mac.
Big Mac right
Yo,
now.
McDonald's is probably
pickles. Do they
5
come
minutes
with
or less.
Yeah,
I don't like
let's do
pickles,
it.
though.
I
Yeah.
just do it.
But,
Are you down to eat a Big Mac right now?
I'll have a Big Mac.
You're
right
gonna eat a Big Mac.
I'm a
on this
value
show.
Uber
picks
it.
guy, man.
Yeah.
I'm a value picks
How
guy.
are you so thin?
Give me. I just work a lot. And I don't eat. I don't have time to eat. If I eat, my mouth is busy and I can't talk. I talk.
Do you
that's
work out?
what I play hockey twice a week, but like the gym,
Hockey's pretty tough.
no.
Yeah.
Order the
Played
Big
two games
Mac.
last night.
I was doing research
your
on
position?
you.
I'm a defenseman.
I'm missionary.
Love it.
I was doing research on you before you came.
Uh,
Sorry.
I asked the guy I was
that's fun.
the guy I was
Sound cut.
talking to you. The guy I was talking to about you was
You were
telling
talking to a guy about me?
yeah
Who you
before
talking
you
to about
came.
me?
I'm not going to tell you who I was speaking to, but
Oh.
he was telling me, and he knows me well. He knows Matt too. He goes, Tyler's probably the guy who loves real estate the most.
I do, man. I do.
How's that possible
it
when you
comes
have
out-
like your whole family has been in real estate? Like, don't you get sick of it because you hear?
I love it, man. If you love, like, it's like this age-old, stupid, tacky thing. Like, you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. But I find it so interesting because you can do whatever you want to do. You're so entrepreneurial. You make the business how you want to make it. You know, I grow how I want to grow. I make the content I want to make. You attract the clientele that you want. You know, you do good work. You affect people's lives. You're a big part of their decision-making process, their life process. You see them grow. It's so cool when I see my mom selling like children of her clients before and now, like their children are calling her and saying like, "Hey, I gotta move," and you know, you're
So
you're a
are
realtor.
they?
Like,
Are your parents still trading?
my mom, yeah, she is. She's on Tyler McClay Realtors.
I just met her last week.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, she came to the Wallace. That's a great listing on Wallace. You want to?
Yeah, 118 Wallace Street.
shout out to
Super-
Matt's listing.
Great listing.
Super unique home, 235-foot lot in depth in Woodbridge, right beside Woodbridge Avenue.
It's a great spot, man. It's super
Great
undervalued,
location.
really. That's one of the ones where people lose their way of thinking. Like, you break it down, it's a deal.
It is a deal.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It is a deal.
It is a deal.
See, you're passionate too.
Yeah.
But no, man, I love real estate.
That's good.
I love
Buy
it.
it.
Yeah.
All of it. I love the
Um,
leasing, the buying, the selling. I love the corporate stuff. I love the development of cities. I love the way cities move and interact.
You guys want a Big Mac meal?
It's wild. Are you actually ordering a Big Mac right now?
Yeah.
I'll have
You
a
know,
Big
Are we
Mac.
still on the show for a bit? It's been an hour.
How long do you guys go?
Yeah, an hour and a half.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, we're gonna show you. We're gonna show you something here now, anyways.
Yeah.
But what's the delivery time?
It's very soon. I'm ordering 5 Big Mac meals. Hey, you guys want Big Mac meal? Sure. Okay, let's do it. You don't want? You guys don't want for sure?
I won't eat it.
Yeah, I want to see this guy eat a Big Mac.
I won't
I'll
eat
have a
it.
Big Mac.
I have a
Never had
vacation
it.
next
Eat it?
week. No.
Yeah.
True story.
You'll have one?
We'll both have.
Okay, Matt's gonna show us his abs because he's been working on it for Tulum.
No, I can't right now.
No,
I'm
you're gonna
I've seen
show
I've
it.
seen
Show
No,
it,
I'm not
bro.
showing- I'm not
We
showing
have
my
we gotta boost
Show
up
the
the
abs.
female
abs. I'm
audience.
not showing my abs.
Come on, you're single. You gotta. Don't make
But
me
I'm
show
not
my
thirsty.
abs.
I'm single, but I'm
If
not
you're gonna be all
thirsty.
hairy and shit.
I ain't thirsty though.
You drink those drinks pretty quick.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
So.
not.
I ain't thirsty.
1, 2,
Who's this
3,
guy? Who's
4,
this guy?
5.
Right now, say, I have a house for rent and it said white people only.
This is messed up.
Pick me as. Let me know.
Oh no, you gotta rewind it.
Yeah, what do you say there?
You gotta restart that.
3 bedroom.
I'm a bit confused here. 3-bedroom basement apartment. Only an India student allowed. Muslim and Hindu are welcome. No white males or females. Do not ask me. Now tell me if I'm wrong. If I put an ad on there right now, say, I have a house for rent and it said white people only. What would that depict me as? Let me know.
Yeah, you know what? It's crazy
I
because
don't know.
it seems like every day we're going back in time. You know, like discrimination, racist remarks. Like putting an ad like that 10 years ago would have gotten you in trouble. Like to be like, no whites allowed, or no Indians allowed, or no blacks allowed, or whatever the case may be. But like people are coming out now and putting that. I mean, how do you
hard to
feel
speak
about
of
that?
stuff
You
Because
ordered already?
I ordered, yeah. How do you
You didn't order me one?
I did.
You ordered me one still?
Yeah.
You still did?
I don't know. I ordered 7 meals, so let's see what
He
happens.
still did.
Oh, there's 7 of us.
Yeah.
What do you know? Wow, look at this guy go.
What do you say? I guess I got a Big Mac.
You're eating a Big Mac.
No, I can't.
But what do you think of that? What do you think of that? Like,
I don't know, man. I don't
So-
talk
so
a lot
there's-
about
there's
the
two sides of the story.
political
I know
stuff.
it's-
I'm like real estate focused. I don't talk about the political stuff, but this stuff just like, it's one of those things where it is what it is, and like you just don't get involved. There's some crazy stuff.
think-
There was
I think
guys
it-
doing like a ninja billboard at the beginning of COVID, like your COVID ninja realtors. You guys see that one?
no.
Nope.
And like people were up in arms. There was a guy saying like, "Oh, I can't walk my kid to school without the discrimination of the Asian community." Is there not ninja costumes for Halloween? Is there not businesses called Code Ninjas? Is there not the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Like, I guess it's one of those things where no matter what you do, someone's going to be offended. And I think a lot of my career, I wanted to keep things real estate, surface level. But at this point now, like you gotta just do what you gotta do, say what you gotta say, not like racism related, but I'm saying like you just gotta do your thing, and if someone's gonna be offended, they're gonna be offended. Let them.
Well,
If
in
it
this
comes to
case, it's different
landlords
because
or
like
tenants or
they're
whatever,
sharing the
this
space.
is different. But it is funny that like I guess like a minority can say what they want, but because they're underprivileged versus us being like white males being not affected by it. But that is the definition of racism, is excluding someone based on race. So it is literally racism. But for some reason it's okay because we're the fortunate ones, so we shouldn't have a problem and blah blah blah. Like I don't know. Sorry,
Is that legal?
I don't know. I think it
I
could
mean,
get
where is
you in
that? Facebook
trouble.
Marketplace?
Technically, no. Technically, like the Ontario Landlord and Tenant Board, technically that is illegal.
That's
That is-
illegal,
That is
yeah.
technically illegal.
But then
You
again, the
cannot
guy
discriminate
is
based on race. There's a number
But
of
he's
factors.
sharing the space. So
Technically, it's illegal.
he's sharing the space. So can you be
But it's one of those
selective?
things. Like, how stupid do you have to be? Honestly, okay, just hear me out. How dumb do you have to be? I don't care what your views are. Okay, you don't want white guys. You don't want a certain type of person. You don't want this. Insurance companies discriminate based on income, right?
Sorry, this last comment.
Hey.
We have to shout
I
out
started to
Amir.
drink along with you guys, and I'm totally wasted at this point. I have no idea how you guys are.
Well, Amir,
Amir.
thank you for joining us
Amir
and
he's
drinking.
One of my guys. One of my newer guys. Rock on.
Is
Amir.
it?
Yeah.
Well, sorry you couldn't be drinking this beautiful concoction that we are having, but we're actually
This
sober.
is quite good. You should make yourself a whiskey sour, Amir. You'd
We're
love
actually
it.
sober. So.
it's really good.
But no, you know what? I mean, it's one of those things. Like insurance companies, essentially, you drive a red car, you pay more for insurance than someone else, right? It's statistical, right? You're not going to rent to you're going to rent to someone who has a higher income versus someone with a lower income because that's the point, right? The objection is you need to get paid rent. When it comes to race and stuff, it's one of those things like race or whatever. There's bad. I said about realtors, about shoemakers, about whatever. There's bad people out there across the board. But how dumb do you have to be to put it out there in your ad? There's nothing that says you have to put that in your ad. But if you get an application, I'm not saying it's okay, but if you're really that ignorant,
Yeah, you can
right?
pick and choose.
You can look at the application and say, you know what? No thanks, we weren't impressed with your credit. No thanks, we're looking for a different profile. No thanks, but to put it out there like that, so plain, like you're asking for trouble. How stupid, whether it's that way or the other way or whatever, none of it's okay. But what I'm saying is there's ways to not do it where it's in your face, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's okay,
Yeah.
please. I'm just saying that there's bad people out there, and if you're going to be a bad person, you're going to be a dickhead like that, then just do it saying that your credit's not high enough for us. We're looking for someone north of 800 credit, you're 760, that's great, but we've only been on the market 3 days. Like just come up with
We're
something,
looking for
man.
someone who's darker in skin.
Well, that's just ridiculous. So
Well, that'll be me in 3 weeks.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
You
Yeah,
can
just go
apply
to
for that
Tulum a
spot.
week.
Yeah.
But no,
Yeah.
I mean stuff like that. It's just ridiculous, and it's sad that the conversation goes to that, and it just wastes time and energy when you should be talking about other things. Like
You know what I think is funny is like we live in Toronto,
it's wild.
and you can't be racist living in Toronto, like because then you won't get anything done.
Well, you can't be racist
Because your
anywhere,
Uber
but-
driver is going to be something, your dry cleaner is going to be something else.
But why does it matter, man? Kids
doesn't
don't know
matter.
the difference. But when you put it in front of people and you put it in this light and you put it so out there in people's faces, it almost makes it more of like a thing you shouldn't talk about.
And,
know what I mean?
and I'll be
But
completely
like
honest.
growing up, like I don't care. I've never cared. It's
Yeah.
not a thing. It's not a thing at all. But the more it's talked about, it's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't say I want my coffee black to the barista. Like maybe I shouldn't even say that. No, I'm serious.
I should
I'm
say
serious.
dark, not black.
Sometimes, no, but I'm serious. I'm like, yeah, no, I'll take it black. And then like never in my life have I been like, oh, should I have said that? But now you think about these stupid things you should never have to think about because it's so there.
But all
And
jokes
I
aside,
agree,
though,
we're almost going backwards. Like
Yeah.
putting it out there, identifying people by race. Just stop. And again, it's like, okay, well, we have to talk about it to fix it. There's no progress. Don't talk about it, and naturally, it'll fix itself. I swear.
see,
it
that's the thing.
will.
But see,
there's old
yeah,
white
you're
dickheads
totally-
in Texas that are assholes. You're not going to change their mind.
You're
just
totally
not.
right. No, you're totally
so
right.
stop trying. Like,
but
just,
it is the
sucks.
media.
It sucks.
It's the media that's
The media
pushing
too,
it.
but
Yeah.
just like
they
we
get
say, you
people,
pick,
people
you pick
agitated.
on one thing, you pick people agitate. Because look at the world we live in. It's about views. It's about views. What's going to get you views? Conversation like this. What's going to get you views? Racist stuff, this, whatever.
That's true.
That's what's going to get you views. So people do these dumb, stupid pranks and conversations and get a rise out of people, and it doesn't make it okay, but it puts it out there, and that's what people want to see. Is like, oh, look at the way this guy reacted to this, and I don't know. It's just wild.
Tell me a little bit about the NAR lawsuit that happened in the U.S. Because this is a huge
the
thing for
commission fixing,
realtors.
price
Yeah.
fixing?
Yeah.
Well, it's ridiculous. Are you gonna?
But explain it first to the audience because a lot of people may not understand what's happening. There's a big lawsuit that happened in the U.S. against
It's hilarious
NAR.
that they won. It's hilarious that
It's
that
crazy.
the realtors lost. Really.
And the way that they make it sound like there was price fixing, inflating.
Price fixing, dude. You got to get paid what you're worth.
Yeah.
If there's an industry stand, imagine you're a pilot, you're a doctor, you're a nurse, you're anything. How many times do people go on strike? Look at COVID.
All the time.
Look at COVID. Grocery people went on strike. Grocery workers went on strike. Nurses went on strike. This, that, whatever. We don't get paid enough. Teachers are on strike every other week. Like, come on, man. You get the summers off. Like, what are you talking about? But everybody's on strike every other week.
Yeah.
If I said, go to work and you don't know what you're going to get paid, maybe you won't get paid at all. Would you go to work?
No.
Probably
But
not.
Pause. For those who don't know,
ridiculous.
so in the U.S. there's a big lawsuit that happened where they sued NAR, which is the National Association of Realtors, saying that they're inflating commissions.
Not inflating commissions. It's an industry standard.
It's an industry
So they're saying
standard.
that a buyer, they're saying that a buyer should be able to be represented by you, and a realtor should be able to go ahead and show a property, not knowing what commission they're going to make.
Yeah.
So all these discount brokerages that have come and gone with listing property, and they never last because it's ridiculous. They sell on I've done some homework, man. They sell on average 36% lower. I'm going to save 1% in commission.
Yeah.
Good luck to you, pal.
Yeah.
You're sitting on the market for 342 days,
Yep.
and you're selling 36% below market. So
But
anyway,
see, the
we all
problem
know
is the
discount brokerages
audience
are
doesn't
jokes.
see that. The audience
No,
just
they don't.
sees-
They see 1% commission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck. Like,
Yeah,
they don't
exactly.
last. Name me
Exactly.
one that's lasted more than 2 years.
Yeah.
Well, I know for a fact
Yeah,
because
it's
for
true.
sale
It's
by
impossible.
homeowners,
It's true.
sorry, for sale by owners,
Purple Brick?
never worked.
Yeah. Purple Brick was just a reinvented Comfrey, and now they're gone. Right?
They're
Like,
gone.
yeah, genius, great idea. Like,
No,
Yeah.
no, but there's a big difference here because now the sellers don't pay for the buyer's commission.
correct.
So the buyers,
Well,
who-
that's not a thing yet.
not a
But
thing
that
yet.
was the argument.
but
That was the
soon.
lawsuit. Was that again? It was one idiot that ruined it for the whole class, and the seller didn't want to pay the buyer the going rate of 2.5%. And the buyer's agent said, I'm entitled to everyone else pays 2.5%. If I'm going to show your property like everything else and go through the same amount of work, pay the industry standard. Now.
Yeah.
There's an issue there because, again, that's why I started Rex, is because we owe to our clients, and I teach my team, if we're not adding at least 2.5% of the transaction in value, then you're not doing your job, you're not good enough, give it back to the client. If we're adding, again, $1 million property, 2.5%, $25,000, that's a lot of money. It's a huge amount of money. You can't expect to make that amount of money by showing up, opening a door, turning on lights, and sending a fucking
Amen.
sending
Amen.
a DocuSign. But
No,
I'm
you're
passionate
right.
about this stuff.
You're right.
But you can't. If you're adding the right amount of value, doing the analysis, running them through the whole process, showing them 450 properties, breaking it down.
Jeez, 450, no.
Well, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say.
Hell no.
Maybe not that. Maybe not that. But if you're going through the motions, doing your job, doing it well, negotiating on your client's behalf, saving them $35,000 in the process because you've done better homework, better process than anybody else, and you got the ammo,
Yeah.
then fine, you're worth it.
Wait,
and
I
that's
like-
the problem.
I like
Realtors
Tyler.
have to be worth it.
I like Tyler because he's all around. He's got generations of realtors in his family. He's coaching. He's got 15 people under him. So you're a well-rounded
it's a qualified
guy.
opinion.
You're a very qualified guy
I'm not
here
just
to
some
put
angry
you on the
ass,
spot.
you know?
So I want to know.
Yeah, tell me.
How do realtors create? Because let's be honest, the entry, the barrier to entry for realtors is very, very low.
It's a joke.
It's a joke. But it's not just getting your license. It's how well can you service a client.
100%. You
And-
still hear stupid ads on the radio for Humber College real estate courses. We don't need more realtors. We need more educated, knowledgeable realtors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
that's a
that's the
good
problem.
move that they've turned it
Last
into a
week,
college
you
thing.
know,
And who knows how
No,
next
but
year
you know-
looks?
no,
Who knows
you know
how
what?
January numbers look?
The intention was good, but then COVID came about and it actually made it even easier than it was before. I taught Humber courses. I'm a university professor. I've taught
Yeah.
university, I've taught college, I've taught everything. But they actually made it easier when they did it with Humber.
Really?
Because, well, the intention was supposed to be tougher, longer, more expensive. But when COVID hit, virtual. It was a virtual course. Click, click, click. See you later. Do an exam. Pass. 95%. Oh, I'm so smart.
Yes.
I got 94% on my real estate exam.
No.
Can you spell your name? 90. Like it's that. If you have
So
a
it's
pulse,
another cash grab.
you can get a real estate
Another
license.
cash levy.
Of course,
No,
it's
not
a cash
cash
grab.
levy. It's a cash grab.
Oh,
course it's
sorry,
a cash grab.
my bad. Sorry,
You
sorry.
think Oria's in it for the right reason, man? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
They got nice alignment with Humber. The biggest industry in the world is the education industry.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
fact based, but
Yeah.
it's the most bold. I don't want to swear again. It's,
Well,
You can swear. You can swear.
You could swear now
yeah, but
because
my
we're
mom's
drunk.
gonna get
so
mad at me. She texted me the other day. I did a Zoom thing with Rex, and she said you shouldn't have swore. She said because you did great.
no,
you
but
spoke so
you're
well,
swearing in
you
a
shouldn't have
passionate
swore."
format. Like you could
Yeah, I know,
tell you're
sometimes it
passionate
just
about
comes
it.
up.
But people appreciate
that's
the
why
swear
I started
word.
Rex, man, because I love this industry and I love coaching people. But you got to
Free the
number
swear
one,
word.
you have to know the magnitude of what we're doing here.
Mm.
You have to know the responsibility we have. We're not selling Levi's at Von Mills. We're
We're
selling
not?
homes. We're selling real estate.
Hey, who
I used
knows?
to
A lot
s-
of
I
us
used to
will
sell
be
clothes
selling
on those.
Levi's
You
next year.
gotta know.
I used to
A lot
sell-
of you
I used to
will.
sell-
A lot
fun
of you
fact,
will, man.
I used to
A
work
lot
at
of you
Urban
will. A
Planet.
lot of you better figure it out. So
So
thanks so much, guys.
Thank you.
great.
thank
These
you
drinks
so
were
much.
awesome.
Shout out to Victoria. She made extremely tasty drinks. Thank you, Victoria.
Thanks, Victoria.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
That was great.
Thank you so
Bye,
much.
take care.
Appreciate it. Anyways,
But yeah, no, that's the point. It's
but
a
you know,
big
we're-
responsibility.
I think we're going to go through a very tough year, 2024, when it comes to real estate, which I'm looking forward to
gonna
because
be a good one.
you want to shake it up a
Tell
bit
us about
and get
that.
rid of a lot of these part-time, whatever.
Well, guys like us appreciate markets like this because you get rid of some of that fluff.
Yes,
right?
you get rid of the
rid
fluff.
of the fluff because they can't even afford their
And
tread
you grab
dues.
market share.
They can't afford their tread dues.
And
So
you
this
grab
is when
market
you've got to be
share.
working harder and educating yourself more.
100%.
Not just harder on knocking on doors, but harder on making yourself a more valuable realtor. So 2024, I mean, my prediction is probably late spring. We're going to see rates start to tick down.
Yeah, that's a lot of
think
people
gonna
are
happen. Conversations already starting. You know, I think as soon as the narrative shifts, people are very reactive. We've never been more.
You
in
better be
tune
right because I still have some variable
with the
mortgages
market.
out there.
So do I. So do I. Most of
I
mine are
fixed my
variable.
primary residence.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I'm not playing with that. I got
Good for
5
you.
kids.
Mine are all variable. I've always been
All
a variable.
variable?
guy.
Really?
Mine are
So that's why.
all variable.
Why is that?
Because over the long term, variable's
I mean, I-
always been ahead.
Always been ahead, and I mean, I do. That's a great question, Matthew. Thank you. You know what? You're so busy paying attention to the market for your clients, and you forget about yourself. You're always in tune with it for your clients, and you forget about yourself. And variable was the way to go, for sure. But you can always lock in a variable, and
Yeah.
I just didn't do it in time. And I thought, okay, we're gonna hike, and then we're good. And Bank of Canada consistently put out, and federal government consistently put out, like, we're not hiking rates till 2022, and then they started earlier than they should have.
But this is the thing. You can't even
Well,
count on
2023,
them.
I'm sorry.
No, they said
So
2024.
you're-
Yeah.
So you've been
22
feeling
years.
these. You've been feeling these rate hikes.
Oh yeah, but I mean,
You're all variable.
Yeah, but you just do
No,
what
but
you
the
have to
payments
do.
are the same.
No, payments are higher. I'm not
Oh,
on a
Scotiabank?
fixed variable. I'm on a variable.
Scotiabank?
So you just pay more. 3 with Scotia.
And what
4
kind of
with
properties
TD.
are
Because
these?
Scotia will adjust your payments.
If you want to, yeah, but you just
Are you extending amortization?
just do what you have to do. If you can't afford it when rates go up, if you couldn't afford, that's why we have a stress test. If you can't afford it when rates go up, don't stretch yourself. You know
How
what I
are
mean?
your, so what kind of
So,
properties
again,
are
bad
these?
advice. It comes down to bad advice.
What kind of properties are these?
Well, 8 of them are investment properties. One of them is my primary. So
And are the investments, are they single family, multi?
I'm a single family guy. I think maybe
Okay.
I'll consider consolidating going forward. If the LTB continues their nonsense
Apartments?
with stuff, I might go on the commercial side. But I just
Yeah.
love the residential side. People need a place to live. We're so severely undersupplied. Rents are gonna go insane.
Yeah, they will.
Rents are gonna go. This is just tip of the iceberg. Rent's expensive in Toronto. This is nothing, guys. You're getting a wicked deal, man.
Okay,
Investors, you're buying.
okay,
after
but this brings me
2018, no rent
to this is a
control.
good
But
segue.
it's a variety. I've got detached homes all over the periphery. I've got condos in Toronto and.
Okay, so
different
why
stuff.
Toronto now? Okay,
Why Toronto? Why not?
Wait,
Toronto's
pause. I know you're a
insane.
big
Do smash or
proponent.
pass?
Let's do the smash or pass
We're
soon.
gonna do smash or pass.
We're gonna do smash or pass. But first, I want to know
Okay.
why Toronto? Because so I watched these contents, these reels that say, I'm moving out of Toronto. What's the point of
Container.
It's
Toronto?
gonna
Blah,
get
blah,
you
blah.
views, man, and people. Can't
It gets
have
you views, but I'm starting to think to myself, I'm like, okay, like I'm making really good money, like knock on wood, not gonna lie, but I'm also paying a lot of money.
Yep,
Like
yep.
taxes are insane,
100%.
property
It's
taxes.
so cool. I make 6 figures, yeah, but you're spending a lot. I get
You're
it.
Yeah,
spending six
yeah.
figures just to get the same thing as.
A lot of people talk about the stats of people leaving Toronto. You should really look at the stats of people moving back to Toronto that have left in the last 3 years.
That's
and
interesting.
then you know what's crazy? They can't afford it. So they sold their house in wherever
Yes,
in
once
Toronto.
once you
they
sell
moved
out,
out east
yeah.
or they moved Alberta, whatever. And so much fun for the first week.
Yeah.
and then there's nothing to do.
That's such a good point.
I'm not making any money.
I have a buddy who left to
The
Calgary and
incomes
he came
are
back.
crap, and there's
And now
the
you can't
quality of
afford
life
back
is
in the
not
city.
that good. And then they try to come back and crap, I can't afford to get back in. Same happened in 2016 when people said, I'm going to sell, rent, and then when the market crashes, I'm going to buy back. Where are you now? Still
Yeah.
renting.
Yeah.
Like there's time and time again, people try to
If I move out
outperform
of
and
the
they
city,
think they're
I'm not
smarter
selling my
because they
properties.
listen to CP24. Like, what a joke. So you got to trust the professionals. I'm not going to tell my heart surgeon how to do heart surgery. I'm not going to tell my dentist how to fill my cavity. And my client shouldn't tell me how to sell real estate. And they don't. They trust me because I've built that reputation over the last decade.
No. My
working
my
incredibly
question was
hard,
more like,
you know?
let's say you live in the city and let's say you don't have a medical clinic or something. You're just a regular. You got a
If
regular
you're
job.
just like not just but like if you're doing whatever you're doing, you can do it somewhere else.
Would
Do
you
it
move out?
Do it somewhere else.
Would you?
Depends. Like I like to surf. Surfing school. I've only done it once, but it's so cool. Like yeah, man, I'd go to maybe Vancouver or West Coast.
Do you think the quality of life here and the cost of living are make sense?
Depends on your ambition. If you're in the finance sector, tech sector, you wanna try to make something of yourself, post-secondary grad, and you wanna do something. There's no place with more opportunity than Toronto. There's no place with more.
But you know we're
opportunity
biased.
job-wise than
But
Toronto.
we're biased because we're
Tell me another
active.
place in Canada where you got the same opportunity. Tell me one other city in Canada, not the U.S. The U.S. you've got 40, 50 options. But
Yeah.
again, I don't want to live in the U.S. No chance. You could set me up for free in the States. Wouldn't live there. But you tell me.
Wait,
tell me another
tell me the
city.
reasons why.
Just don't like it.
Why?
Don't like the politics. Don't like the vibe. Don't like the no.
Have you ever traveled or lived there temporarily or something like that? Or
Travel? Yeah, I've been around the states.
Which areas?
All like most of them.
Texas, LA, Florida?
Not Texas. Florida lots, LA, yeah, East Coast, like East, Northeast and Northeast.
There's a few things I like about the States. Like, for example, if you have a property, you can lock in a 30-year mortgage. So you
That's
know
why they have more problems than we do. You know how shit their real estate. Sorry, I swear again. Sorry, mom.
That's
Their
okay.
real estate market.
Sorry, Mom.
You know how
Sorry, Mom.
not good their market is. So when we have defaults on mortgages, okay, if we have defaults on mortgages, the states in the best case scenario is 10 to 20 times us. In the worst of times, they're 80 to 100 times.
It's because they're
us.
greedy
We
and they
have
give mortgages
so
to
much
anybody.
equity. On average, Canadians, this is a fact, look it up, fact check me. In Canada, we own 70% of our homes as a country. 70% is equity as a whole. The US, way less. They're about 10 to 30%, I think.
Wow.
So it's way less.
But that's going to
So
change.
The, real estate, why?
The World Economic Forum, who's puppeteering Mr. Justin Trudeau,
Yeah.
is
They're
saying
private, which is good.
you'll own nothing and be happy. And
All
I
the
feel
socialism nonsense.
this is what they're trying to push in Canada, and this is a problem.
Yeah, it's a big
and
problem. Big problem.
it's a huge issue because
penalize the people creating opportunity. For
Exactly.
People.
So
what?
it
where's
seems
the
like-
incentive to work, right?
exactly, it seems like we're stepping away from
That
capitalism.
doesn't solve the problem of not having equity in your home. The U.S. is a lot more fragile and in a much worse position than we are here. Our economic position right now is far superior in countless ways to the United States. From a real estate perspective, from a banking perspective, on a number of ways. Now, they've done a great job recovering out of COVID. Manufacturing is up. They're doing a great job. But us in relation to the U.S., we're leagues ahead.
And you know, people don't know, but we have
sophisticated.
access to the most of the world's fresh water.
Yeah.
We have a huge natural gas, like access to natural gas, and that's why they want to build the pipeline.
We're
But
second in the world in terms of self-sufficiency. So if you lock
yeah, but
down
we're not
all
tapped into it. This is the problem.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
This is the problem.
But if you yeah, because there's a bigger market external to us. If we just locked it down, it would cost too much. So it's cheaper for us to import from everywhere else, and we make more from exporting. But we're in a wicked position here. But other than Russia Russia's number one in terms of self-sufficiency on a number of rankings. If you locked everything down and shut down borders, Canada's number two in terms of self-sufficiency with, to your point, fresh water, oil, natural gas, lumber. We would do
Largest
just
land
fine.
mass, second largest land mass.
We would do just fine. Isn't that nifty?
Nifties.
Isn't that nifty?
Niftiness.
Quite niftiness.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's really, I don't think for young people a better place to be than Toronto. And people want to be here. People want to be here. Yeah, you get some Toronto people fed up with traffic and not making enough as a barista after you did your psychology degree, and they want to go move out east. Like, okay, good luck. See ya. Like, we don't need you. But there's a lot of people that want to come here, engineers, tech, finance. Like there's massive industry here because the businesses are here. Therefore, and the businesses are here because the talent is here, and people need a place to live. So
how many
not rocket
immigrants?
science, it's just science.
How many foreigners are moving to Canada on a yearly basis, approximately?
The ambitious plan is 500,000 a year on average for the next 3 years, including this year.
That's $500,000.
And we outpaced that. I think we were, I forget what we were in the last year.
I think
was
300,000 of it come to Toronto. No?
It was more.
Yeah, a good
Well,
chunk.
where would you go? Where are you going to go? Where do they want to go?
Where'd
they
you
want to go to
go?
Toronto.
I miss you so.
We're a cultural melting pot, right? You come from anywhere in the world, you'll find a place here in Toronto.
True,
You'll find a place. You'll find your people, which is great. You have a sense of
Find your
community, comfortability, find your place.
So I didn't know this, but apparently about 100,000 international students come to Canada on a yearly basis.
Yeah.
In 2022, it was
rent.
814,000.
Because they didn't want to go to the States.
And no, they
don't wanna
use
go to
it.
the
They
States.
use the international student as a
Permanent
way
residency.
to come in,
Yeah.
and then they try to
100%.
apply.
And we want them. We want them. We need them. We're not having as many kids as you these days. We're not. You're an outlier, man. We're an outlier.
Give me a call if you want to have kids. I'll help you.
Yo, it's true though.
Give me a call if you want to.
Cash is actually gonna start coaching. So Tyler coaches real estate, sales, all
I
that.
do baby coaching.
baby coach.
Cash coaches how to have children
Children, yeah.
in bulk.
Just do it. Just
He's
do
like
it.
the Costco for children.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah. And
You know?
honestly,
It's an easy
honestly,
lesson there. Just do it.
so many people are scared of having kids. It's like, and you know, I remember when my
I'm so excited, man.
yeah.
So
Oh,
excited.
great! You're having. Don't be scared.
How far out are
Not a-
January?
January, bro.
Yes.
January
Matt.
10th. My
January
wife's
10th.
birthday is January 15th.
Matt.
Little Maddie's coming.
Little Maddie's
January 10th.
coming. I love it.
Yeah.
Your Big Mac is here,
Oh, is it?
so we're gonna try to get you to eat a Big
We're
Mac.
gonna get the Big Mac, but in the meantime, we're gonna do a smash or pass.
Smash or pass? Yeah, go on.
All right. And smash or pass
What are
means
these markets? Like are these
Sorry, he's
markets?
gonna be here 5 minutes, Dean. Yeah.
He
Sorry,
keeps
5 minutes.
pushing.
Yeah.
This is
He
bullshit.
keeps
Canada
pushing. He's
is
probably
the
on a
best.
bike.
Sorry, BS.
Sense. So we're not
Sorry,
gonna
Tyler's
end this
mom.
live until Tyler
Matt, have another drink.
takes at least a
I
bite.
can't. I won't have another one.
Lamp. Who says
Yeah.
lamp? What does lamp mean?
Lamp.
Sadly, no government to take advantage of it properly.
All right, we're gonna do smash or pass.
Okay,
okay?
Smash.
So
pass.
smash, for those that don't know what smash is,
It's like
you know what
thumbs up, thumbs
smash
down.
is.
Yeah.
And then pass, obviously. is
Smash
like a-
means yes. Pass means no. Just so you know.
Glad we cleared that up because I had
So-
no idea what was going to happen there.
Yeah.
Really?
No,
Oh, okay.
Not a
Good.
smash
Thanks for-
burger.
Thanks for explaining that to
Good.
me.
It's
good.
a smash.
It's hard to understand.
It's good. Your wife will be happy. You don't know about that.
No idea.
I only know because of Matt, baby. Matt told me. He taught
Blame
me
the-
what's
Just
blame the
blame
single-
Matt. That's the single. Just
Blame
blame
the
Matt.
single man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's your fault. It's
You know
always your
what's
fault.
And back
He's
to-
going to Tulum, so of course he knows.
And
Why'd
you
you
know what's
have
funny?
3
I didn't
drinks?
really answer your
Matt.
question earlier, which is awesome because it's gonna be a mystery forever.
What? Which kind of girl you like?
Yeah.
We're gonna get back to it
No, we're
after
not.
the Big
Great,
Mac.
man.
Yeah.
Even when the podcast's done, I'm just gonna hang out here for a while. This is just the
Yeah.
best.
No, this is
Right?
cool, man. This is not even a podcast. This is chill.
Guys,
is-
did we stop recording
this
like
is-
an hour?
You know, Tyler, I like you. If I wasn't a realtor, I'd probably use you because you're all around. I'd use you too. I'd probably just use both of you. You know what? Forget about what I said. Let's go smash and pass.
All right. So areas to invest in. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
We're gonna do a smash or pass.
This is
Yeah.
cool. Oh, it's neat to see us now. That's cool. Sorry.
There he is.
Got the beard on the mic. Sorry, I might leave a hair or two behind.
We're gonna do a
Can auction
smasher or
those off.
passer.
Sorry,
Okay.
go on.
Smash and
We're gonna
pass.
do a dean or a not dean.
So, now
No,
I'm really
that's
confused. Oh, Dean or not Dean?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
is that the
Dean's
saying?
the guy behind the camera. for
It's
everybody.
high landmass. Yeah, we're gonna
Smash landmass for
do. We're
sure.
gonna smash the landmass. Okay, so areas to invest in. Smash or pass.
Okay.
Oshawa.
Invest. You smash.
You're smashing it.
So I'd smash the hell
How
out
hard?
of Oshawa. Yeah.
How hard?
Hard.
Smash it.
I really like Oshawa. It's top 4 on my list.
Is it like a choke or?
It's a respectful smash.
I would pass. I would pass.
You would
This
pass.
just feels wrong.
Why?
This just doesn't feel right talking about it
Because
this way.
historically, I've always only said invest in areas where you know 100%, regardless of the market, up or down. It's always going to have.
Yeah, but you can't
an
base your
audience.
investments regardless of the market. The market has to play a factor on your investment decision, right? You can't
Yeah.
say like regardless of the market. Well, regardless of the market, it makes that conversation extremely difficult. I think the reason I'd smash Oshawa.
Oshawa was a tough smash. I'm telling you, it's a tough smash. No, the reason I
The
say
dirty
it,
schwa.
when the market is
dirty
hot,
schwa.
Oshawa is doing great. When the market's not hot, Oshawa is plummeting.
Yeah.
But I know what you're saying. You're not selling during the times that it's plummeted.
Oshawa's a node,
I know that.
so I don't want to jump ahead on your thing, but I like the nodes. So Oshawa, I won't jump ahead, but I like the nodes. So a node where there's some sense of economic activity in its own little world, a subsequent city, if you will. I like nodes.
Chode.
Yeah. No one's laughing with him, man. It's just, he's trying to point to people to get him to laugh. Is that
All
funny?
right.
We're
gonna fill this
smash or
one.
pass
Mimico. Smash or pass.
I would
yeah,
smash.
I'd smash Mimico.
I'd
for
smash
sure.
Smash it?
Mimico's another good one. You've got a blank canvas there. You've got the Mr. Christie property. It's some 13 hectares, I think. You've got a great
And it's
consortium
changing
It's
of
really wet
developers.
there. It's really wet.
It smells like garbage.
it
Did
is
you know
wet, it's near
Mimico
the
used to
city.
be a garbage dump?
Lots
I
of
do
dogs.
know, and do you know how much they had to go through to change that zoning to res? Like the sound studies and the bird and the bat studies and the ecosystem, wild. But Mimico's an awesome connector. You're on major
a
routes.
great connector, yeah.
You're close to the city. I mean, look at Liberty Village. Used to be like, oh, you're way out there. Liberty Village was way out of the city. Now it's arguably core. But Mimico's a great place to be. Quality of life, walkability. You got lake, you got access to highways and blank canvas to build the latest and greatest. Great community for commuters. Mimico is a smash.
So
right.
When I first started real estate, properties in Mimico were like 200 something thousand.
Oh yeah,
And
I've bought and sold personally.
Yeah, I did bought and sold.
1998.
No, 98. I haven't been in the business that long. Jeez, come on, man. I was born in 98. No, it was like 2010ish. And you could still
was
get
an
some
outlier.
crazy.
Yeah, I was
And
like
they had
18.
50-foot lots I would buy for clients that you could
was 18 years old.
split in half.
Well, you got developers out there going nuts now.
Nuts.
Just buying them.
But now you
severing
can't find really the 50-footers.
Hard to compete
Hard
now.
to find because everyone knows about it.
Smash or pass Vaughn.
Depends. Vaughan is big.
Depends where in Vaughan.
Okay, let's
Depends
isolate.
where in Vaughan. Depends what in Vaughan.
Let's isolate because Jay wants. This is Jay for sure. He
So,
wants to know Maple. Smash or pass Maple.
Airport. What's it? Airport? What?
They're getting an airport.
Everyone's
soon in
getting an
Vaughan.
airport soon, man.
Yeah.
Peterborough's getting an airport
We
soon.
love porting
They said
air.
that 20 years ago. Airports soon.
We love ports.
No more airports. I'll tell you what, Vaughan. I'm gonna say it depends. What are you looking for, Big Macs?
Yeah, no, I just realized I ordered Big Macs for the bartender and her friend, and they left.
Oh.
So we
Yeah,
have
that was a
extra
bit of
Big
a
Macs.
bitch.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's.
So
a
if you're in
shame.
the area of 688 Richmond, no, I'm just kidding. The guy's here, by the way, Dean. If you want to grab.
Dean, can you get our Big Mac guy? We're gonna deliver. And
Thanks, Dean.
we need you to like graciously present the Big Mac.
So wait up, we were supposed to give some cash away.
We giving cash away?
We're doing smash or pass.
Oh, we're doing special.
Okay, let me finish off. Vaughan, you've got such a blank canvas there in downtown Vaughan. You got to be picky and choosy. There's opportunities that make a lot of sense. There's condo buildings I absolutely love, but there's some you really got to pass on because their price per square foot's too high from a pre-con perspective, and you're always going to be the new guy. You're always keeping up with the Kardashians.
Yes.
You're always keeping up
because there's still room
and
for
there's
development.
so much space, man.
Yes.
That VMC is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
But Vaughan, Vaughan in proximity to the VMC, any townhome, semi, or detached resale, laughing. You're laughing. As long as you're not going too crazy on the detached north of like Teston or Major Mac, really. North of Major Mac, you got to be picky and choosy with the detached there. There's some good and some just insane.
What about finding out which buildings are heavily investors versus?
Doesn't matter. Like, does that affect price? If a building, clients like to know. That's like the question, like, why are they selling? Who gives a shit why they're selling? It's a big family, or they're running out of money. You're going to sell at market value because it's Toronto. So who cares? You got a lot of investors. Who cares? More rent competition. Who cares?
No,
It's fine. You're
historically,
gonna have
I think the
renters. So
investor
I
thing with the
don't care.
condos go is if there's a lot of investors, no one's taking a look at the books and the thing, and I feel like there's a bit more chances of getting corrupted board
a
of
lot of bags.
directors,
A lot of McDonald's.
right?
That's 4 bags of McDicks.
That's,
No,
I
know
don't
what you're saying,
even
but
know
it's-
how I might have been
it's not
tipsy when I
corrupt.
just
It's
ordered.
just in terms of the board, like who's actually living there. But that's what we're building for right now because affordability is getting the way it is. You're gonna see that progression of more renter occupied buildings. Renters aren't bad. It's not like you have bad people living in your places, man. Renters are great. The quality
It's not
of
the
tenants,
renters that are bad.
The quality
It's
of
the
tenants are
policies.
insane. You've got engineers, doctors, lawyers living in these places now because it's coming up with the down payment. That's the
But,
hard
but let me
part.
give you an
So
example.
I love tenants. All my tenants.
Let me give you an example. I sold 2 units in the same building
but
for a
smash
client,
and passed, Vaughn. Smash and passed.
depending
So
on the
wait,
street.
so are
Depending
you
where you are.
smashing and ghosting?
Maple, I don't love. I'll tell you that. The condos in Maple, I don't love. Honestly, Maple as a whole, I don't love. Depends where you are.
I grew
I'm
up
gonna
there,
say
that's why.
depends. Yeah, that's really the biggest reason.
Yeah.
But it depends where you are. There's big opportunity in Maple in the right asset class, but the new stuff that's coming, I think, is a little pricey for what it is, where it is, vicinity to
Oh,
DMC.
here you go.
Oh yeah, my
Tyler's
first
Big Mac.
Is that no pickles or what?
No.
Oh, it's got the
you
full
didn't want
package.
pickles?
Do they, no, but I'll eat them anyway. Lake Louise, I got. Great place to invest. Actually.
Oh, I can't even move because
Great place to
And, St. Catherine Street in Montreal. Is that in Montreal?
All right, ready for the next smash or pass
Yeah, sorry.
area? We're gonna go
Someone said
with
Scarborough. Scarborough's decent too. Calgary, I like.
smash or pass.
Yeah.
Smash or
Thanks,
pass.
That's great.
It's been brought up in the comments. It's also on my list.
It's double decker.
Calgary.
Yeah, you know what, Calgary? So I'll tell you this. I'll be honest with you. 3 years ago, I would have told you pass Calgary. Didn't like it. One horse town. Oil. Costs us too much to make oil in Calgary for Calgary to make sense. Okay, so lots of money to be made out there for the oil guys. But when oil dropped in price, it didn't make sense for Calgary to produce oil. Therefore, that industry was not good. But now, Canada being what it is, we need other options. You've got Toronto, which is expensive. You got maybe Vancouver if you're like a cool surfer dude. But economy-wise, it's just okay. Other than that, you've got nothing. Montreal, no, they'll always have a ceiling because of the language thing, and the East Coast is the East Coast. So we needed another option. Calgary is that other option. They're investing huge in the diversification of the economy. So you've got the finance sector growing. You've got the tech sector growing. You've got the engineering sector growing. You've got the educational sector growing. So Calgary, to me, right now, based on price, growth perspectives, I'm a huge smash on Calgary. Huge. Connor McDavid's cool too. He's in Edmonton. He's
like
close by. Calgary Saddle Dome's getting a revitalization. Downtown Calgary's not great. Downtown core Calgary is not great. In Calgary, it's different than Toronto. Toronto, you want to be downtown core. Calgary, you actually want to be just outside on the train lines. You want to be in suburbia. Calgary's like a Texas. Okay, Calgary, you've got the land, so you want to be just outside. But Calgary as a whole, big smash for me. Ads World, billboards, yes. Congrats on 5 years, my dude.
Oh, shout out to
years of
Ads
looking
World.
Up, Nick.
Shout out to Worlds.
Nick, I'm
No,
always
Ads
looking up
World.
to you, buddy. I'm always looking up to you.
Shout out to
You're
Ads.
an awesome
Hey,
dude.
listen.
What is this? Coke?
Yeah, it's Coke. Sorry.
I don't do sugar. Sorry.
That's okay. But first, I
Anyway,
want to say,
Calgary's a smash.
But
Long story
if
short.
you're
are you
looking for a billboard, contact Ads World.
Nick, how do you say your last name? Like, can you type it out, pronunciation? Because
wait, Tyler, let's take a bite.
We're taking a bite. Nick, can you spell out like the personification? Is that the right word? Oh, you got stuff all over your beard. I just want to know how to say it because I think I've said it
We
many
gotta
different
get
ways,
get,
and I've
Ty-
never
get
heard you say
Tyler's
it.
first bite here.
This is my first bite of a Big Mac ever. I don't want to get stuff on
Oh,
my
shit.
pants or my beard like you did there. It's hard to eat ice cream cones.
I've
with a
had
beard.
this
Oh
many
shit!
times.
I'm dripping.
See that? You know, I'm a very clean, neat, and tidy kind of guy.
I'm
Why does it
dripping.
taste different
Maybe
than
that's why
usual?
I
Is there fries too?
Is this a real Big Mac?
We got full meals.
I'm
Yo,
doing
that's
it.
craziness.
I'm doing it. First
Who
Big
wants
Mac
another
ever.
meal?
I didn't know it was a double decker.
Bomb
right.
bomb bidet.
Okay.
The bartender just left on us.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
It's all
Out
in the
of 10?
sauce. It's all in the sauce.
out of 10.
Holy crap, man.
Out of
That's
10
good.
though. Out of 10. Is this a smash or pass? Is this Big Mac a smash
Oh,
or a
that's a
pass?
smash. That's like a Maddie's Patties level of a smash. It's falling
Matt-
apart
Is
though,
there
man. Too much
napkins in there?
sauce on there. How do you keep it neat and tidy? How do people eat this on the go? Imagine going through a drive-through. Some of you guys probably have, but imagine going through a friggin' drive-through, getting one of these bad boys. The hell are you supposed to do, man?
I put the car in autopilot and I eat this all the time.
No,
well,
I
not
get-
all
I'm-
the time.
I'm a no sauce.
Here we go with a Tesla,
no
Mr.
mess
Tesla
kinda
over here.
guy.
For all of those following my fitness jersey
You know
journey,
what? There's no doubt.
Oh yeah.
There's no doubt that this
Oh,
is.
that's insane. Where have you been all my life? That's a smash.
I'm
Oh, I gotta
telling
make some of those
you.
too.
I'm telling you, it's good.
Right?
And I'm not a pickle guy, but somehow it works. Just the way that
Dude, how have you not
old
had a Big
Ronald,
Mac?
Just the way Ronald wanted it.
How have
Matt,
you
can
not?
we do the next podcast at like a club or something?
Oh,
Let's do somewhere exciting. Oh no, wait, you can't. You probably can't hear it.
I'll go to Saluna
is
right
this
now.
not exciting? for him?
Saluna.
Yeah.
I have a buddy that works at Saluna.
Who?
That's neat.
Well, my buddy. I don't know. Shout out Farzan.
My buddy, he's an old friend.
Farzan.
My wife just texted me saying, "Bring me one." She wants a Big Mac.
Good thing we got extras.
I put you on blast. You can't have a Big Mac right now.
Can I have a napkin?
You're a champ.
Someone's asking Orangeville, smash or pass.
I need a napkin. You got a napkin for it?
I don't go to Orangeville too often. Here,
thanks, man.
here you want? You want?
It's too orange.
Is there stuff on my beard? Like is there
Orangeville
sauce?
is north of Brampton. For all those who don't know, what do you think of Orangeville? Do you go there often or?
I don't go there often, no. But yeah, I like Orangeville. Orangeville's on the cusp for me. It was a smash for the last couple of years. Right now, yeah, Orangeville's a smash. Orangeville's a smash. I like it.
Seems like you'd smash anything.
Joe, Ty, you're smashing a lot of things right
You're
now.
smashing everything.
Are you
Yeah,
sure?
I know.
And your wife's watching, you know?
Yeah,
Did
I
you
know.
pass on anything at all or what?
Ask me more. I'll pass on some stuff. I'll pass on Bradford all day long.
You pass on poor Bradford.
My team knows. Everybody knows. I think Bradford's a big pass.
Okay, let's give value to our
Bradford's
audience.
embarrassing. Yeah,
Where is the next up and coming? Because
Toronto.
you can Toronto. Okay, you can invest in Toronto, but within Toronto, there's certain pockets that are under development, so they'll see a bit of growth. So, for example, I brought a lot of clients to Eglinton West
Okay.
because you can get dirt. I bought a house there, detached, with a laneway and a double car garage.
Yeah, Laneway's cool.
$494,000. A couple years ago,
Really?
that same house now could be split in half.
Yeah.
You can also build a laneway house. What are
Laneway
the
stuff's
pockets?
nifty to me, man. The laneway stuff, it's again good intention, but a few and far between who's actually going to benefit from it. The cost it takes to actually build those laneway suites compared to the excess cash flow you're actually going to get. You know, it's not something you can
middle?
put on your mortgage. You're borrowing at 12 to 13% to do a construction loan to build something. Your payback period's longer than your lifetime's going to be.
Oh,
on
wait,
something like
that's
that.
a good point.
So-
can you refinance? So after the construction of
Yeah,
the
you can.
laneway house, can you refinance?
You can refinance, yeah. You can refi.
And
You
does
can
the
pull
bank
equity,
recognize that as a value increase?
Most of them do. I think 4 out of the 5 do. One of them doesn't, but I can't tell you right now.
Interesting.
I'll ask my guys. But one
That's a
of
good
them
point.
doesn't. But yeah, you can
Is that your
refi.
second?
But the cost
No,
it
it's
takes
the
to
first.
do that.
No.
You guys are still going on. I just like being nice and neat and tidy. But
Did you finish it?
no, I had like half.
Oh, I crushed mine.
I feel like I just left a club
really
or
good.
something.
definitely
I feel
crushed mine.
tipsy. I'm eating McDonald's.
Yeah,
like-
eh?
I definitely crushed mine.
I just need more. Do we have more napkins somewhere? Because I can keep going. if
Yeah,
we
we
have
have
more
kins.
naps.
Well,
You got kins? Thanks, bro.
Yeah, they didn't get.
Yeah, sorry. What else? What were we talking about?
I don't remember. But
Me either.
Well, missing middle. Refinance.
The missing middle.
Refinance.
Yeah, Yeah, you can refinance a laneway. It's just a lot. It's a lot of capital up front, which not a lot of people can do at that price point unless you're an investor. But investors don't want to do it because the payback period is huge. So again, the intention's there. It's political. It's all political play. But the actual value, not so much.
so you'd be the good person to ask this because I feel like you're knowledgeable enough.
Oh, thank you.
What's happening with the city allowing any of the houses within the Toronto boundaries to be turned into fourplex?
Yeah, Ontario, it's 3. Toronto's 4.
That's insane.
That's really good.
So you
Oh,
could
it's
be
not the same.
you could be in the bridle path.
Yeah. You could
You know, you bought your house for $26 million and your neighbor's running a fourplex in his place. Like, how do you feel about that?
Well, they won't.
I know they won't there, but I'm exaggerating.
You're exaggerating.
But let's say like, even Forest Hill.
Not many people won't because you either got. Is there stuff on my face? It probably is.
No, just hair.
Good.
That's the
You
point.
either have the big boy investors or the big boy investors that want to do big developments, or you've got the people that can't do it. So finding that middle guy that's going to actually do that is tough. But I mean, I think that's a massive opportunity for a lot of people.
I think so too.
I think it's a massive opportunity that's untapped, and everybody that's like mid-range, you know, we should be doing stuff like that. Huge opportunity.
That's what I was telling my client.
Garden suites.
I'm like, forget about
Garden.
looking at a triplex and fourplexes.
Ah,
Buy a house for cheaper and create your own.
Yeah.
If you have the capital, and this is the problem because a lot of people don't have the capital. Because cash is really hard to come by right now.
How am I doing?
Unless you're a Lavi.
Unless you're a Lavi. Cash a Lavi.
All right, smash or pass. Toronto condos.
Oh, smash.
I
Okay.
pass.
You say pass? Why?
I never liked condos.
This is the best time to be buying Toronto condos right now. We're
I
so
know.
compressed.
Well, no, because the builders haven't really adjusted their price yet.
There's nothing to adjust to. If they don't sell at these prices, they're not making money. You can't run a manufacturing business.
But they will. The
without making
ones
money.
that are desperate will come down.
They'll
I'm
get
looking for
absorbed.
opportunities. I don't care about
Not
the
on
builders
price.
making
They
money
won't
or
come down
not.
on price because they can't. They'll add
Well, some of them
incentives
have
like
come
they
down.
are.
Tridel hasn't really adjusted, but like
5% of your deposits.
Tridal's a special breed.
it's a special because they don't need to.
So you're smashing Toronto condos.
Oh yeah,
How hard?
hard.
Yeah.
All the smashing you're doing, I hope you're using protection because you might catch something.
Are you raw dogging? Are you raw dogging Toronto condos?
Mortgage insurance.
Mortgage insurance. I like that.
But are you raw dogging Toronto condos?
Toronto condos is the best place.
Are you throwing your Big Mac sauce all over the building?
Let's
Sorry, Mom, I swear.
let's
I was
help.
just repeating that guy.
Let's give value to the audience again.
Yeah.
What would you do? Because you have a bunch of properties. What's the best course of protecting yourself?
Yeah.
Because you are on a commission-based. No, you're good. You're on a commission-based job.
Yeah.
How do you protect yourself? Do you get mortgage insurance, or do you get like a
Durex.
blanket insurance?
No.
Trojan?
What do you do? You get nothing.
No.
Nothing.
What are you using?
So
gotta
if
sell the
you
the
if
market
you
will
God
absorb
forbid
it.
something happens to you,
Sell.
sell the
All
property.
my properties are in places and well positioned where if I got to sell, I got to sell.
What if it's
And
in
I
a
sell.
bad market and you don't want to sell in that market?
Then I
Like-
don't sell.
like
if I can afford to not sell, I wouldn't sell. And if I have to sell, then who cares? You bite the bullet and you sell.
You're right, because essentially, if you
Again, that's
have an
market
investment
impact, right?
property, it should be carrying itself, right?
No, not necessarily. I think what a lot of people forget is the principal portion of an investment property. A lot of people forget that principal piece. What is this? Coke? Just Coke?
Coke, yeah.
A cola.
I wasn't gonna ask live on the show who wants
Cola.
what.
No, you know what? It's very difficult to be cash flow positive in Toronto right now, especially condos, maintenance fees and whatnot. But if your principal down payment outweighs what you're putting in every month, it's as if I'm saying to Matt, "Hey Matt, here's $100. Give me $200 back." Like great deal for me, shit deal for you. But that's essentially what the principal portion, which everybody forgets. I want cash flow. You're getting cash flow, but you're not getting it in your bank account. You're getting it in equity.
You're putting
Yeah.
it back in your principal.
Yeah. So sure, I got to put in $600, $700, $800 a month, but I'm paying down $1,400, $1,800.
That's a
on my
little bit
mortgage.
less
So-
applicable now with the interest rates being so high.
No, you're right. It's a little less applicable, but you put a little more down, or you bite the bullet. I think. So let me backtrack on Toronto condos. That's an appreciation play. You want cash flow? You're not buying Toronto condos. So some investors are of the mindset cash
Yeah,
flow.
you want cash flow, you
flow.
gotta go
Airbnb.
outside.
Buy a triplex in Hamilton. It'll
That's your
never.
Airbnb.
Not Hamilton. In Halifax, it'll never appreciate. But you've got your cash flow. You've got your cash flow. You've got your cash flow. You're gonna get the same rent for the next 10 years, and you're gonna put $500 in your pocket every month for the next decade. No problem. You paid $400,000 for it now. You'll sell it for $400,000, maybe $450,000 with inflation in 10 years. You buy a downtown Toronto condo with all the hot air in our market. Maybe you got to put a little bit in. And again, this is not for everyone. Maybe you put a little bit in, but you're getting in at the most compressed time. This market screams opportunity. Interest rates are high, which compresses asset values. That's like black and white. It's very clear. And you're getting in at a wicked discount for something that is poised for explosive growth.
And I
We're not
will-
going to bounce back. Clients a lot of times say, I'm going to wait for it to bounce back. There's nothing in the market telling me we're going to bounce back, but we are going to come back. 24, 25, 26, we're going to see year-over-year increases. Hands down. They were talking about the roaring 20s in 2020. The roaring 20s we're on the cusp of it now. That was nothing what we saw. That just accelerated gains. COVID accelerated gains. Now we're back to where we started, or a
And
little
with
further
this
ahead.
with this hot
Oh,
air,
good. Okay, yeah, sure.
and with this hot air, so it's a sweaty smash.
That Big Mac was actually insane. That was my first Big Mac, eh? I'm glad I got to
Good.
share my 1st
I'm
with
so
you.
happy you did that on live.
This was my first. Yeah, me
And
too,
your
actually.
thoughts?
Sorry, say it again?
Are you going value meal from this point forward?
We'll see how next month goes. But we might have to. But no, I like those Big Mac. If I'm home and I have access to a sink and napkins, I might go Big Mac. But if I'm in the car, it's a dry cheeseburger value pick for me. Dry, no sauce, cheese only, well done, plain.
By the way, they
Eat it on
also
the
have the
fly.
double Big Mac in case you want to get real dirty.
You double that? Well, what the hell is that then? That was a double.
That was
wasn't
a
double,
Big
no.
Mac.
That was
So
a
a double
Big
big is
Mac.
that? So a double Big Mac would be 4?
4 patties? Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
3 plus 1.
But to
Holy
support your
moly.
Double
argument,
your
Or
investment.
2 plus 2, or even 1 plus 3, or 4.
let's
plus-
get back on track. To support your argument about values of
framing.
Toronto real estate,
Yes, sir.
it is true that everybody wants to move to Canada,
Oh, I
and
know.
especially Toronto. So we're taking it for granted from our perspective. But if you look at it from someone who lives in India or Iran or certain parts of South Asia or even
Or Houston.
or even Houston, yeah, US. People are dying to move here.
Yep.
And a lot of them have money and they're willing to throw money at it. Take that and couple that with the fact that a lot of these pre-construction condos are going to be canceled, or not a lot, but some. And the fact that we have
Not so much
a
the
shortage.
high-rise in the city. None of them in the city are going to be canceled. I wouldn't
Okay,
say that.
but let's just say the shortage is still there, regardless of
Because the
cancellation
proper
or not.
developers can't handle it. It takes a sophisticated builder to develop in Toronto with a very small staging area. Not anyone can build in Toronto.
But
I'd
I
say you've
know a
got
lot of people that are
10
building,
developers
that are getting in there.
in downtown Toronto. Names you've never heard.
Downtown,
Downtown
outside,
Toronto, you've got 10,
just
15.
outskirts,
Yeah, outskirts is
Aurelia,
different.
London,
Yeah,
Hamilton.
really, London. Yeah, that's where all the just like everyone got a real estate license. Everyone that didn't get a real estate license decided to develop.
No, but you have smaller projects within the city. So, for example, like my
Not
old
within the
place that's
city.
on Bayview, like you have like 18 townhouse projects.
5 kids.
5 kids. That's my development project.
Yeah, townhome projects. So these are smaller scale.
Small
So
scale, but
smaller
still.
scale. This is what a couple guys with a bit of money. You put your money. A couple of doctors with some money put their money together. Let's develop Toronto real estate. These are the losers. These are the guys that don't know what they're doing that you shouldn't be touching. The ones
But-
that know what they're doing. You got Madison in Brooklyn. You got who's Lavello Towns in Bolton? Matt, who's Lavello Towns in Bolton?
Ooh.
Why am I drawing a blank?
Zancor?
Yeah, Zancor.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zancor out there. Like, these are guys that have done it before. They're doing this stuff. Okay? So these guys are, oh, thanks, man. They're doing this stuff. You get mom and pop on the outskirts of Richmond Hill because their grandfather owns some land and let's be a developer today. Good luck. But if you're
But it's the
buying that
reality,
project,
though.
it's your own fault.
But it's the reality.
Call me. Don't call your cousin's nephew's aunt's brother because he's in the family. What advice are they going to give you? Oh, you want one? Sure, let me make a call. Hey, can I get lot B? Sure. Here you go. Sign here. Done. Where's the value? Where's the conversation? Morons. Like, it's sad for the industry. And then people say, my realtor didn't tell me what to do. Well, it's not that your realtor didn't tell you what to do. It's your cousin's nephew's brother's aunt that didn't tell you what to do.
Shout out to McDonald's for bringing us back to life because I was getting tipsy there.
Yeah, that's something, man.
Yeah.
But I think we should end it off.
I think we should end it. Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, we're
Whatever you guys want.
Two
Well,
hours
we went
strong.
2 hours
We
strong.
2 hours?
Yeah. We.
Anyone still there?
Yeah, oh yeah, people are still there.
Did Nick tell us how to say his last name?
Nick, did you tell us how to say your last name?
How many times have you smashed the Toronto what?
A few times.
John
Oh, smashed in a Toronto. Oh,
John
that's a smash
Gazme.
in Toronto.
John Gazme. John Gazma.
John
There you
Gazma.
go. That's like a.
That's how I say it, actually.
That's
John
like
Gazma.
a.
That's how I say it. I just wasn't
It's
sure.
like a dictionary
What's that
definition.
say?
Oh, can we talk about one blower?
Got to know.
Can we
You
talk about one
got,
blower?
you got to know about got to
One
know.
blower. Let's just say that one blower is cursed, okay? Because first we had the whole issue with one blower east. Then we
Yep.
have this whole issue with one blower west.
Mizrahi always had some stuff, and then they lost Apple as a flagship tenant, and then there's just
They
been
lost
time after time.
Apple,
But it
they had-
doesn't affect the purchasers at all. In this particular case, it doesn't affect the purchasers at all because it went to receivership, but the group that's taking it over, the lender, they're finishing the project, and the buyers are going to get their condo. So like that is one of those things that the media blows out of proportion. Oh, Mizrahi,
What were
receivership.
the
Who
what were the
cares?
selling prices per square feet?
At one blower, they were like in the 13s, 14s.
That's
which
pretty
At
good.
the time, well, at the time,
At the
was
time
high.
was high.
Just like Nobu. Nobu at the time, 13.
Nobu was high, yeah.
Even the well.
13. Well, the well too. The well seemed super high at the time. Well, yeah, 16s. Yeah, still not bad now, but at the time.
Okay, to wrap it up though.
Yeah, sorry,
You
yeah.
got to give us a 6 months real estate prediction.
6
Between
month real estate
now
prediction?
and what, March? March.
Okay, I'll tell
Spring
you.
market. 6
So
months.
here's what I think based on everything I read, based on fact-based knowledge and a lot of independent research. I think November we're gonna do okay because seasonality-wise, November gets darker earlier. We go into December, holiday time, people hibernate. But what we're seeing now is so much confidence in the interest rate environment. We got yields decreasing 3 days in a row, 3 weeks in a row. We've got a lot of positive reinforcement for the Bank of Canada to decrease rates sooner than they thought. So that's bringing life back to the market. Like, we're in the trenches. So by the time you guys read the news, it's too late. But we're here in the trenches seeing what's happening in real time, and the activity is there. So I think this November, December is actually going to be more lively than the last 10 years for me. Usually it's a time to relax for 5 seconds, but not this year. January, it's that kind of new year, new me effect. No McDonald's, go to the gym, all that vibe. Same thing with real estate. Honey, let's buy a house, right? New year. So January, you've always got a bit of oomph in the market,
It does.
okay? And then that narrative is going to continue into February, March, April. We're going to see some rates start to decline April, May, into June. But with the narrative shifting positively, that's going to affect buyers' confidence. And when buyers' confidence comes back, they get out there, they start seeing property, and they move on. So markets like this, you've always got divorce, you've always got death, you've always got marriage, you've always got kids, you've got all the things that cause moves. And with COVID, we had people buying and selling for jokes, right? But the regular standard reasons for buying and selling homes is still there. I think November, December is going to be okay, and then even just reinforced in the new year. So that's my prediction. I think we've bottomed out. I heard an economist the other day. I'm forgetting his name. Douglas something. Head economist at BMO. He was
Douglas
speaking.
Ford? No.
No, other one, other Douglas, and he was saying the way he put it is that we're at the top of the hill looking down versus the bottom of the hill looking up, kind of thing. So we're a lot further ahead. We have a lot more predictability. We know we're a lot more prepared than we would have been 12 months ago, 18 months ago. So we're in a great spot now to go forward versus being in kind of the unknown, like you're literally in the ocean just letting the waves do their thing. Now we're the waves and the market is us in the water, if that makes any sense.
I like the positivity because that's giving me vibes of like,
Very
don't
positive.
worry,
Very
have a
confident.
7th kid, everything's going to be okay.
Have a 7th and an 8th kid.
That's right.
More
I like
people
that.
to build your house. More kids to build your house.
I like that. Although my prediction is we're probably going to see another 5 to 10% drop in average prices.
Or 5 to 10 kids.
Or 5 to 10
But
kids.
again, I
don't
mean, we
know.
talk averages. Let me give one more tidbit of value because we talk about averages. You say condo prices dropping 18%. You got to look at what makes up that basket of goods. What's in that basket?
That's true.
Right now, there's more people buying entry-level condos and less people buying the big 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, more expensive shit. So when you have a bigger makeup of, we all did math class in grade 9, I think, right? It was mandatory. Matt, did you finish?
We did
Grade
not,
9 math?
but we
finish
didn't
it.
listen. no.
Okay, well, you got that 3+1 thing, so I'm confident in it.
Yep, that's as
Fact
far
of the
as I
matter
go.
is, if you have more, if 80% of that makeup is 1-bedroom condos, which are turning over more than the 2 bedrooms, then obviously your average price is going to decline. I hate stats like that. I hate Treb stats. I hate NAR stats. I hate all those stats because you don't know what's in that
a lot
basket
of
of goods.
hate.
And then they say, oh, prices went up 10%. Yeah, because 3 bridal path homes sold in the same month, which is an outlier. Like that's the point I'm trying to make. So if more of your basket is comprised of 1 bedrooms versus 2 bedrooms, your average price is going to decline. So people pick on these stats, but they don't break it down. That's our job. We break it down and educate further. It's that simple. So that's my prediction.
I think the overall
my vibe.
message here is if you don't
Positivity.
own a house and you can buy one,
Buy one.
get in the market because it doesn't matter if you own a house or you're renting, you're going to pay about the same monthly. So you might as well
Similar.
just end up with the house after 25 years versus just putting your money into rent and never getting back.
Unprecedented opportunity in the market right now. This is a generational opportunity to create wealth and a generational opportunity to become a home owner in the city of Toronto and the GTA. And I think that this is one of those moments where people are going to look back and say, I should have done it. How many times have your clients said, I should have bought that place you said, I should have done this, I should have done that. This is that moment where people are going to look back a year from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now. I should have bought in that moment.
Yep.
And it's the hesitancy and the market and mom and dad and media saying, wait. You know what happens? When the confidence comes back, everybody's going to buy real estate. And when everyone's going to buy
That's a
real
shitstorm.
estate, you're going to be making
What's
money.
the average price per square foot in downtown Toronto right now?
Pre-construction, you're like 14 to 16 range, depending where you
Depending
are.
where you are, yeah.
Downtown core, you're like close to the 16 range, core. Resale market, you're 2 bedrooms, like 1,100, and the 1 bedrooms, you're close to the 1,250. So, there's always going to be that spread. But that's the average, Jimmy.
Good.
But again, depends where you are, depends what it is. That's like saying what's the average car. Depends if you're comparing a Porsche to a Civic. So it's averages, again, are
Beat that.
averages. You can't read too much into averages. And a lot of the media is average. They pinpoint one thing. Pay attention, read a book, read an article, talk to an educated guy, any of us 3. We all know what's going on out there. So there's no lack of information, but there is a lack of absorbed information.
Love
especially in
it.
Toronto
Love
real
it.
estate. But yeah.
So before we wrap up, we want to say we're so blessed
What
to
a
have the
blast.
A, had a drink for your birthday. B,
Thanks, guys. Yeah, happy we
got
didn't
to
have a
celebrate
candle,
your
though.
baby
We
coming
should've
up.
put a candle in that
And
big
name
man.
her.
Yeah.
Lots
and
to
name
celebrate.
her.
And name her. Thanks. My
We
wife's
got
going to be so
you-
thrilled we have a name. One less thing, babe. Cross that off the list.
Got
We
you
it.
your first Big Mac.
Matt
That was
McClay. I
big.
like the M&M thing, too. That's cool. Matt
Right?
McClay. That's cool.
Matt McClay.
Alliteration? What's that
Matt
called? Alliteration?
McClay.
Matt McClay, Eminem.
Eminem.
Love those.
Matt, can I come to Tulum with you
100%.
next week? Can you tell my wife why we're going to Tulum?
For business.
We're gonna be making lots of money, baby, so we can buy it.
There's so much opportunity out there.
So Tuesday,
What
I'm
script are
going
you
to
looking at
Tulum.
over
It
there?
seems
It's
like.
there's so much opportunity out
Yeah.
there.
Bro, make a better job at selling it. Anyways, thank you so much for the live. Thank you for reaching.
Honor, man.
I
What a
got to get
blast.
to know you like on a deeper level, and I
know.
really like you.
Well, thanks, man.
and
I'm
when
married, but it's fine.
No, not in that sense. But when I do become this huge marketing guru, me and Matt killing the Netflix game, we're going to be buying and selling all of our properties with you and your family for
You
sure.
guys
we're
are
done.
absolutely crushing it, man. I'm so proud of you guys. You're a great reflection of the industry. All the good stuff you do, I love it. I support it. It's awesome.
Appreciate it.
And
Thank you.
Thanks for having me on, man.
I got to go do cardio.
What an
so
honor.
I have to go. I'm
I gotta
about
go
hit the
get
treadmill
a few more Big
because
Macs. Like those things are just insane.
This McDonald's is brutal. I don't know why I just did that.
That's great. What a time, man. Live.
But peace
podcast.
out, everybody. Thank you for
That's
tuning
cool.
in. You stuck with us the whole 2 hours. We love
Thanks,
you.
guys. Cool.
See you in the
Yeah,
next
thanks
one.
for hanging out, guys.
All
What a
right,
party.
guys.
Wow. Cheers.
666.